Yeah, I heard that this morning. We were gonna get hit with some shit. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna leave that like that. And welcome back to CANCAST, ladies and gentlemen. New Year's Eve special. Where are we at, buddy?
Where are we at? New Year's Eve. That's where we're at.
Fucking St. John's, Newfoundland, folks. Last podcast we did, we were just prepping for this, man. Man, this is looking good. And yeah, here we are. We've had a couple nights on the island now. Where to begin? We're gonna have our little reflection of 2018 cannabis. But first, yeah, I think we can get into the trip a little bit. So, what was it? Thursday night, Saturday night. We flew from Toronto out to Newfoundland, St. John's.
Oof.
Early morning.
Yeah.
What was it? 7 a.m. flight.
Yeah.
And then hour and a half time difference. So we got in at just after 11
it was
in the
11,
morning.
yeah.
Just went straight to Quidi Vidi. Is that how we're saying it?
We're going to say it like that.
Yeah. Started the age-old tradition of drinking.
Fuck yeah.
What do we start with?
Those icebergs.
Icebergs,
Very
man.
cool.
They were good. Tall glasses.
Supposedly, what? They had 20,000-year-old icebergs.
Yeah.
Right?
Part of the recipe.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that.
Not the whole thing, but part of the beer would be iceberg melted, I guess.
Melted iceberg. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Jockey Club. Welcome to it, eh?
Newfoundland beer.
Fuck yeah, man.
It's not too shabby.
It's good.
Not too shabby. You got something
this
different.
Black
All
Horse,
mine are
right?
jockeys, yeah.
Yeah, Black Horse. And it's fucking good, man.
They're like tall, stubby glasses.
They're very, yeah, it's true. Yeah, they're not the actual, fucking bottles we get back home, right?
It's nice to be able to just walk 5 feet down the road there, basically. Well, what is it? 2 minutes down the road.
2 minutes.
Get the fish and chips dinner. Go across the street, grab your beers and whatever you need for tomorrow before you get snowed in. And, the first night, what did we do? We went to Quidi Vidi Brewery, had a couple, and then we went downtown for lunch, right?
Yeah.
I have a fucking slideshow, so I don't know why I'm talking
Yeah,
about
come
all
on,
this
Greg,
now.
what are you doing?
But, Signal Hill.
Signal Hill, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I know,
Then it started
I know.
snowing.
Unreal, man.
Anyways, cheers, buddy.
Yeah, cheers,
Glad
dude.
we could do this. This is fucking good.
Man.
It's nice to travel with somebody for once. As long as you have the right state of mind.
No
like I
shit.
said, it's good to travel by yourself because who do you got to worry about?
Yeah.
Me, myself,
That's
and
true.
I.
That's true.
That's it.
You don't want to be dragging anybody.
My bladder, my stomach, watch yourself, you know. You're not fucking Iron Man, so don't be going too crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a couple nights,
no
when I drove out here that I got drunk in the car, but it's still like you shouldn't do that, right? Like,
I don't
especially
know.
the way I was doing it.
To each his own, though. But
I
I hear you.
Newfoundland beer. I just grabbed like a 6-pack of whatever I knew and fucking hopped in the car.
You just knew, right? You just had to have a couple beers, right?
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
knew. It's that atmosphere, yeah.
Bowls in the car.
Fuck yeah, man.
Just stash the keys somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
It's as good as you can do.
What a stupid rule. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah.
You know what? I didn't even think about it. That's Ontario based.
True. We have.
I left,
That's
so I never thought about that.
So true.
As I went across the whole fucking country. Okay, let's get into some weed business here before we do. So yeah, I have some usual podcast shit. We're just gonna talk about new stuff that's happened in the last week or so, and then I got a reflection on 2018, and somewhere in there I've got a little slideshow from just our last couple days, and that should be a good pre-drink before we head downtown George Street for the big New Year's tonight.
Oh, yeah, man.
Catch some live music and shit.
Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah. It's been a good couple days so far. What was that? Fucking met. Anyways, got a slideshow for all that shit. Okay, so let's start with Afria down in Leamington. They were offered $2.1 billion by a company called Green Grows. They're one of these small companies like Tweed to another company, Canopy Growth Corp, right? The big parent company, Xantech Bioform Incorporated. Yeah, offered them $2.1 billion to take over Afria.
Wow.
They're looking to instead make some kind of deal where they're combining the companies because the States has all your packaging and your fucking sweet branding stuff that Canada doesn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. Well, fuck, I should have said already. 3 or 4 different containers of weed that I've got since I've been on the rock, and I'm gonna take those home and start a little tower on the desk.
Weed spear.
Well, just to show like how ridiculous it is. Getting into it down the road a little bit more, but even the Tweed containers, false bottoms.
Yeah.
So what?
Just the plastic.
Just to make it look bigger, or like what's that about? Mental thing, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm still rolling here. I'm just paranoid because the computer's been giving us trouble. over the trip, ladies and gentlemen. Probably going through getting scanned from the fucking X-rays at Toronto.
Twice.
So we had a question on the last podcast. Was I going to get the plants? Yeah. And was I going to bring weed onto the plane? Did the latter. The former didn't happen for reasons. It's fucking in between Christmas and New Year's. So people are closed. Canada Post is still having bullshit with their staffing issues and whatever the hell happened with their strike. And the fucking Even Co. isn't back to work till the 2nd. So if I put an order in even before we left for the trip there, it wouldn't have been processed till the 2nd. We're out of here on the 3rd. This is our lovely Airbnb
fucking
just down the road from George Street in St. John's.
Fucking awesome, man.
We had, no, god damn it, I just want to get right into the, okay, maybe we, no.
Yes, no.
No. Just gonna have a sip here and collect myself.
Fuck yes.
Street's right out here.
Yeah, so from the street we can actually see the Cabot Tower, right? That's what it's called, right? Oh, you gotta be out on the street. Yeah, you can't see from the window, but
yeah. The podcast. I'll
take the computer.
I'll unplug it and pull the whole camera and shit out. Yeah, and that's a cool idea.
Because it's that's a crazy view right at the fucking out the door.
I'll put my sandwich bag.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God! There's a fucking story. A couple pictures. I got a couple pictures of that, man.
My freezing boots. Anyway, so after we rejected that offer, $2.1 billion. I think the last time I covered like a huge deal on the podcast was like 10 podcasts ago, where we were talking about Aurora making some buyout deal. Wish I had a microphone for that. Some big buyout deal from, I want to say like, was it like Medican or some Markham-based, Toronto-based company. It was a long time ago. Trying to stay on track with all this shit, man.
No. That's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of business.
It is. Anyways, so they rejected that, and they're trying to combine forces with the new U.S. companies that want to come in. They're saying Green Grow lacks like the skilled management side of things, whereas the Canadian side, AFRI, is lacking like branding abilities and packaging differentiations. And so I've talked before where I've seen some really cool advertising coming out of the States regarding like hangover drinks and stuff.
Wow.
All based with CBD and THC, cool. Just different mixtures and stuff. Like the one I saw was like Granddaddy Kush, and it was a big purple bottle.
Like a drink.
Yeah. But the thing about the drinks is they haven't figured out the research
technology
to actually bind the THC or the CBD to the sugar-based liquid.
Right. That
it's an alcohol solvent, and I don't know if I'm kind of talking out of my ass here, but I think there's like legality issues around combining the alcohol with the THC, because then you're multiple getting fucked up. Okay, anyway, so they lack that, but they're talking about mix and matching, because they have some things that they want, they have some things that the other guys want, so they're going to try and combine companies in the new year. Tweed, we hopped down to St. John's there. We'll get to that though. Grab that new bong. Quiddy Vitty Brewery, Iceberg Lager. We started talking about that already. Talk about Texas really quick, saying that now with Mexico has allowed full legalization, like you're allowed, like they're trying to really, from a government level, change the whole perspective of like the culture around cannabis, like smoking it in public, growing as much as you want, opening your stores to sell your own homegrown stuff. They're really like playing it pretty fucking fast and loose. And compared to what the Canadians are doing right now, it looks like, I don't know, it's a different model to study for a while, right?
Yeah.
So that comes back to Texas, where all the states surrounding them at least are cool with medical, and they're still the one state that's kind of holding their heels in the ground, right? Just checking my timer again. Freaking me out. Well, it's been skipping all day, right?
We'll have to get John's binoculars so you can see.
John?
Joe. Excuse me. Joe.
Oh, you know what? I meant to grab a video.
Of Joe.
No. I was going to say, you beat me to the punch earlier this morning when you were looking on your phone saying... there were two different things that I had for the podcast, and you found them online.
Oh yeah. Well, that would elaborate more, but the guy that passed away from the band, right?
From the cover band from Burlington.
Yeah.
Walk off the earth. Walk off the moon.
Walk off the earth. Yeah.
That's rough, man.
Yeah, man.
Like the last day, and they said it was natural causes, and it was like a heart defect or something.
Or some shit.
Oh, I couldn't find his age. That's
Jesus.
rough. That's rough.
Jesus.
Made me think about a lot of shit. Just think your heart can stop.
That's it, man. That's it. Holy fuck,
you
right?
went to sleep, but like...
But you don't wake up.
Can't plan on it. Like,
yeah, dude. 2 kids though, that's damn. That's gonna be a rough life, They're gonna overcome it, but like fuck me, I couldn't imagine, man. When I was like 11.
You never hear about like just dying in your sleep anymore, just stuff like that. It's just crazy. It's just a little reminder.
Drugs.
You think? I think so. I didn't want to say that.
Oh fuck, he's a musician. That's the go-to. What do you mean? That's the go-to.
That they're saying natural causes. He's
living large,
it's probably a little bit of just a cover-up, right?
Fuck yeah.
That makes me feel better,
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier today, I did have the heart palpitations down like 10 years ago.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. Where I had
the fucking machine.
It was just a little tester that they probed you for the weekend. It was just to track like your sleep schedule and see if things were funny. And they never got back to me, so I'm assuming all's well, right? The same with when they took my blood.
The Ontario healthcare system.
Yeah, it's just like we just wanted this on reserve.
Yeah. We have to show that it's being rented out by people. That's right.
We needed proof that you're an actual
paperwork
person. I never heard back from them. It's always it's coming about time that I should probably check in.
Yeah, what was it, 10 years ago?
Just checking in.
Just checking in here. You guys got the records there?
Cool.
You got the records?
We're all good here. I'll see you again in another 10 years.
Yeah.
So we got Perth, Ontario. They've opted into the new retail that's coming around in the new year. A lot of municipalities are opting out, saying like they don't want cannabis retail stores. I think we got Mississauga, Markham.
Markham was one, yeah.
The guy from Windsor saying he doesn't want it and shit. Perth, Ontario is, I think I have it here, 80 kilometers south from Ottawa. And Ottawa is obviously going to opt in. Toronto's opting in. Toronto's getting 5 of those retail stores, or lottery stores I was telling you about.
Yes.
So probably Tweed, Aurora, Afria, CanTrust, and one more big company. I can't think of any right now. This is how many beers I'm down.
Is Tilray big?
Tilray's really big. They're expanding. I think I had something about them on the list.
I have an oil by them, a CBD oil, by Tilray.
Cool.
But it's under a different brand because it's like they have so many
Tilray's the ones that are working with Bush to try and unlock the secrets.
We just talked about that last time.
Unlock the secrets. Pandora's box of the THC beverage.
Yeah.
Man, just mix it with alcohol and let people get fucked up. This 10 milligram thing, people are starting to say like it's going to be an issue having to consume more than one. Because I kind of explained it like a chocolate bar before, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be individual packaged chocolate bars, right? So think of Hershey Kisses. That is a fucking perfect example. Because you get a bag of Hershey's Kisses, they're pre-wrapped with foil and stuff as well. Yeah. So that might be a good system to work with.
Dosage.
But still, you have packaging issues there, like way more than necessary. As well as, like I joked about the last podcast, it could lead to a serious fucking obesity epidemic. You're taking fucking... Not sedatives, but you know what I'm saying. Like
taking how much? No,
cannabis
how much
chills.
Chocolate for...
Cannabis chills you the fuck out, and then you're putting like sugar and stuff on top of that, right? Yeah. We're not talking healthy foods here.
Yeah.
If people pushed cooking with your own oils and really pushing that side of things, cooking with your own, then sure.
Let's see.
But that's not a commercially viable thing, right? They want you to buy it and put it in your mouth.
Sure. Consume. Yeah, but like, what about even topicals, man? Like,
topicals are fucking key. Did I tell you about remember back in the day, I guess they still have them, but nicotine patches?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have fucking THC patches. THC patches, folks. Cool. Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Why couldn't they do it? Right?
There's research into it. It seems to be a thing already. Dude, that's going to be the bread and butter.
But isn't it funny, though, like, topicals is hard to find? Like,
why
is that? Why, though? That should have been first on the fucking deal.
You're right.
Dude, I don't even like smoking that much. I really don't.
I'm getting off it, too. If I could find a reliable source for concentrates that wasn't fucking wallet
concentrates is way better for your fucking lungs. Absolutely.
And are you being
No, I mean, they are because it's pure. You're not getting the tar and shit from the fucking plant.
But the what's the word? The jury's not out on concentrates yet because of the process of extraction with BHOs and shit like
butane
that. But if you do like your the old fucking like crank style with the hair straightener, I mean, what's that?
Well, the rosin, right?
Exactly.
Rosin
That's
is
just
a
live
pure
rosin.
Yeah.
So there might be something there. You can put that in your Evolve pens, no problem. So there might be something there. But
it's just weird how these are the afterthoughts of cannabis. The first thing in Ontario,
get it in you.
Yeah, smoke it, right? Yeah, get it in you, exactly. Just I don't know. It just seems odd. I would go. The medical comes in first, so you'd think that the medical would follow before recreational. Like, you know what I mean? Like topicals and. You know?
You think that the topicals would already be a thing to release to the recreational market, right?
You have some, right? And what would you say, Craig? What would you say? You love it, right?
Yep.
That's all I've heard, though.
It's a mixture of CBD and THC.
Yeah.
Like, you do feel, like, I use it for my back now and again, especially in the cold, that I kind of get a sore back. And it just feels like a different cooling sensation, kind of like you were gonna put one of those icy hot packs on.
Menthol, we were saying, right? It's that, yeah.
It's really nice. And then it's got like shea butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil, and then the cannabidiol. Oh, nice! I got it on the podcast once. I always say that wrong. Cannabidiol.
Ingredients.
And well, it's coming. But yeah, I can see your argument that you can get your spray thing that's just for recreational getting high and nothing for like legit pain. And to take it a step further, the recreational market made it harder for the legitimate medical patients to get their supply. Because I didn't take it, but some people fucking took it, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'll buy from them eventually, but some of the stuff that we've seen I'm happy with, and some of it I'm not as happy with. We will get into that. I'm coming up to the end of my first page. Last podcast, we were talking about bringing weed on the plane.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was
no, you can't do it, man. You can't do that.
I didn't.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
No, it wasn't even an issue. Like, okay, so when you're in Toronto Pearson Airport, I don't know if I should talk about the security things actually on the podcast. We'll take this out. My bag went one way and the rest of my stuff went another, so it's like, oh, they're going to look at the weed. That's fine. I'm not getting too specific. But it turned out my computer. Yeah. So that was the issue, because I guess computer bombs and
Supposedly, you're supposed to take the laptop out.
You're right.
I forgot to take the liquids out.
I had boots, I had a belt, I had a lighter in my pocket that I forgot, so I had to go through the fucking sensor like a moron. That's like the fourth time I've been through one of those things where they make you step on the 2 feet.
But you're a terrorist, so you know what's going to happen. So you know what's going to happen. I know, exactly. I'm so worried.
Some serious attention on the island, by the way.
Yeah.
This guy for his...
on the rock, though,
his chin fuzz.
On the rock.
They love the beards.
The rock bud.
That looks warm.
Bye.
Looks warm.
Yeah.
Good scarf.
No scarf needed.
Good scarf you got there. The other thing you beat me to earlier today, fucking Afro Man was set to play Corner Brook.
That was the other one.
Corner Brook was the place that who's hitting me up here? Oh, Brandon. He's in Mexico, so he might be getting New Year's before us. Anyways, Corner Brook was the place where I got those bomb-ass fucking lobster rolls. Damn. It sounds so fucking funny because it's the shacks that they have in Ontario that sell your hot dogs outside Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
But they're seafood shacks.
Oh, really?
Out in Corner Brook. I'm
amazing.
sure they have them here too, but I don't know where. And yeah, I had 2 of those motherfuckers. We gotta get some lobster, some mussels still. Yeah. We've had a fuck ton of cod. We got one more fish and chip place to do on the trip before we lay down our verdicts.
Yeah.
Sushi if it happens.
Yeah. No, I know. This is all up.
Oysters.
You know, oysters. Fuck. 3 more days left.
Okay, so it was... I'll just cheers to that fucking first mouth slide. And how far in are we? 20 minutes? So it was... thumbs up getting weed on the plane.
Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
One of these little containers
Fucking
in my
crazy.
side pocket. No big deal. Went through the scanner. They didn't fucking
do
care.
shit. No questions.
So next we're gonna try glassware. I bought a nice red eye bong from St. John's. What was it? Mary Jane's.
Mary Jane's, yeah.
It was Mary Jane's Smoke
I think
Shop?
just Mary Jane's. I think it was called
Mary Jane's on Water Street. And Well, he gave me a discount on the shirt.
Fucking good guy. He's a good guy.
We're gonna roll the dice and see if glass is allowed on the planes. So we're gonna see if that constitutes legal bongs now.
Yeah.
Because it's just, as far as they're concerned, it's an ornament. I googled it the night that I bought the bong because I'm like, oh yeah, that might be an issue. Glassware, because I could smash it and.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
I'll be posting this when we get home.
Thank you, Jesus. Yeah.
But yeah, glassware is allowed on carry-on. It's allowed obviously under your luggage. Worst case scenario is they'll tell me it can't go in there, and I'm gonna have to check it. But that's not gonna be a thing. After when we flew in, Buddy had like 3 carry-on bags plus his backpack that he just insisted on shoving into the top thing. It took up probably 4 people's space on the plane.
Yeah.
And then that led to a little tie-up as we were getting everybody on. There's also issues with people taking each other's seats, and it's like, come on, guys.
I know. Like, figure this shit out.
Like, just because you bought the tickets together, it doesn't mean you're going to... We got
noticed that, eh?
We got so fucking lucky when I had signed us in. It was the last 2 seats together. Across from the bathroom. That's what happens when you last minute, folks. Now I know for next year. But...
front of the plane.
We could have been front of the plane. It would have been like $30 extra, but it would have been you in front of me.
Yep.
Would have had a little leg room. That being said, you were in the middle. Obviously, I'll take the fucking bullet on the way home.
Yeah.
And,
that's how she works, though,
that's
right?
The way she goes.
The way the fucking
You'll see the slideshow later. I got some sweet pictures of the sun coming up because we were flying out of Toronto at is it 6 a.m.?
Those cloud shots, dude.
6 a.m. or 7? I got a nice cloud wall.
7. Yeah.
And it's because you're going backwards too that it took longer to see the sun. I think that's Craig science. Don't quote me on that.
Craig science, yes.
So we're gonna test out the bringing a little. It's about that tall. Nice red eye glass bong on the plane. Carry on. I'm just gonna put it in my nice little clothing bag. Use as a pillow. It'll be fucking
Can't go
great.
nowhere.
I think that's pretty much it for just my usual CANCAST stuff. We're talking about hostile takeovers. I was saying like they got offered $2.1 billion. They were predicting that to be, 2019 to be a big year for a lot of U.S. companies throwing money into Canadian companies now and trying to buy them out because of just the way our legislation is working right now.
Sure, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, and then they can export it to the States.
Yep. Once it becomes legal, even there's a lot of
So like this shit now,
R&D shit.
This shit now, man, could be a sub package. If they put this in a really cool, flashy box, just like that, more packaging.
What? So you don't like that branding on the live there? Because I actually like. I think that's one of the better ones.
It's
I think it's one of the. No, I know, but it's one of the better ones, other than this plain packaging bullshit.
To say that it's better, yeah. There we go.
You know, like it's. I don't know. It's something. I don't know. It's not. It's not the greatest, but like it's not like. Have you seen Aurora's packaging on the like?
Isn't it just kind of like this?
No, it's extremely like you could print the same labels off at your house, basically. 27%
THC, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving up in the world.
Crazy. And what was it? It was less than.
It was like $30.
Less than $10 a gram.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna bring more home with me. I just have to keep it under 30 grams. Not even.
You can do it now.
I have a recreational license here, so. Or recreational. What the fuck am I talking about?
Medical.
I have a medicinal license. Thank you. We all have recreational licenses. This asshole.
You don't need one, bye.
We got the outdoor cooler going. Also the outdoor smoke spot. We respect our Airbnb hosts as we might want to return. Oh. Okay, let's see what's coming up next. Everything's recording. I'm going to just take a quick peek at the computer, make sure we're still rolling. We're good. Yeah! Okay. Get the fuck back here. We're going to have our lovely 2018 review of cannabis. I'll start with a preface that a lot of what happens in the States affects us. Right on. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So a lot of this is based on like which states are legalizing and whether it's recreational, medical.
Hopefully a lot more, right?
And little things that are going on with their government and just culture in general. So 2018, it's been a good year. Cheers, man, as you crack that beer. I'm nursing this.
It was too
one.
cold. I'm
nursing this.
had to drink it.
Well,
yeah, 2018, man.
We'll get this out of the way.
It's almost done.
We'll get this out of the way. First of all, October 17th.
Oh, you want another, eh?
Might as well, right?
Might as well just do 3, just because that's like lucky, and I don't want to fuck around with things. 7? Should we do 7?
October 17th.
What? Oh yeah, that's one. Yeah.
2018.
Fuck, man, I can't believe that shit happened.
That's when the
Can't believe
gears,
that shit happened.
the fucking switch got flipped, and
Can't believe that shit happened. Yeah, it's weird.
but it really kind of separated all the provinces, right?
Wow.
Because for the most part, liquor laws are kind of the same across there. You know where to get it. It's
Other than here.
commercialized. I'm saying across BC to here.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, like the rules are pretty easy to figure out. Yeah. Here with cannabis, it's a little bit different than everybody else because, well, just East Coast in general.
Oh, brick and mortar. Let's just go with that.
Brick and mortar.
That's crazy,
sure.
right?
Nova Scotia has it in their liquor stores,
Yeah.
but here they have the specific stores dedicated to selling you weed.
Like we got to walk into
Tweed store, we hit that, so that's nice. Oh, that was
cool,
another
man.
video I meant to post. Fuck. We might have to pull that up.
Yeah.
Just them selling weed for the first time, the first legal purchase.
Oh yes.
That's a good video to have.
Yes.
Maybe,
that was at that same store then, probably. There you go, fucking right
was
there,
at that
right?
store.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, talking about the states though. We have California and Vermont legalizing recreational. California's rules, I'm not sure about Vermont. They get to grow 6 plants instead of our 4. Again, the number limit, it's the grower, not your limit.
Yeah, no.
Like sure, having a 20 plant limit makes it easier than 4 plants, but you can still produce the same amount if it's a good grower compared to a bad grower. They get to possess 1 ounce, however. So 6 plants is a lot for 1 ounce.
Again, though, we can talk about the policing issues of all this bullshit.
Right.
How are you going to police? Like, are you going to go into somebody's house and look in their freezer for the fucking pounds of weed that they grew from 6 plants?
And,
like, shut the fuck
and
up, right?
To be completely honest, I couldn't figure out if that was public possession or like in general. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's probably public possession. It's funny that we got 30 grams and not just a straight ounce.
Yeah. Wait, that's weird.
I'm not
28 to, yeah.
I'm not too sure. Yeah, no, because it's weird because an ounce is kind of, 30's round in one perspective, an ounce is round in another perspective. So yeah, those two just legalized recreational in January. We have CanAmed permitted to sell medical to 17 different countries out of Canada. So they're partnering with. Oh, I had a fucking name for the company. I totally forgot. They've partnered with a German company to export cannabis to whoever they've been exporting their products to, medical CBD derived products. That's January. They started exporting to just a bunch of different countries around the world. Cool. And then back to the States, Jeff Sessions, his Cole memorandum.
Little elf. Yeah.
Cole memorandum he introduced to kind of make it more accessible for the federal department to criminally charge dispensaries and stuff that are operating, because federally it's still illegal, right? On a straight rule. So they could take criminal action towards like companies or CEOs, single people if they had a lot of money. You know, it's just a money grab, right? Who are they going to sue that has the most money? So that's pretty much January. So Vermont, California legalized. We got CanAmed permitted to sell medical to a bunch of different countries. It's all about the export game, right? I've been pushing Aurora for a long time because they're, is it Aurora Sky? Yeah, because they're right out of the airport.
Oh yeah, that's the one in Edmonton, right?
Yeah, it's a whole airport hangar that they've rented out and turned into a licensed producer facility.
Amazing.
It's a Sky.
Yeah, and plus,
clever motherfuckers.
Very smart, brand.
February, San Francisco and Seattle. So they've been doing the medical. San Francisco, California. So they just legalized the recreational.
Yeah. Washington's
had recreational for a little bit. Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon too, I believe.
Oregon. Yeah. I always include Oregon with California.
Yeah, because they're smack down between Washington and
like,
California.
Because they're kind of like regarded as the same kind of people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Chill
Portland,
West Coast.
Chill, yeah.
So San Fran and Seattle, they're working on like expunging. Sorry, this is back in February that we're talking about expunging cannabis-related crimes, so small possession charges and non-violent offenses. Anything surrounding cannabis that now is becoming legal. It's kind of like, how can we charge these people for it anymore?
Oh,
so
shit.
we're changing things up. Good old Nevada, fucking Las Vegas.
Yeah, man. Viva. Eh?
We have 195 million in the first 6 months. If you work that out, that's over $1 million a day. That state pulled in cannabis sales.
Just like the casinos.
Right to the fucking government, bro. Talking about, we'll get down to that. The LCBO over in Canada partnered with Shopify. This was back when it was straight win government, liberal government, to run the OCS online stores. So I guess that Shopify has been running the OCS to fulfill your cannabis orders.
Okay.
Shopify, I think before that was just straight medical. So you could buy medical cannabis over Shopify. And now the LCBO wanted to get into it. Like I was saying earlier today, definitely consider a job with the OCS after. Because it is a government run.
Yeah, we didn't really put 2 and 2 together until, that's
right.
Like, yeah.
And it's either, like I said, go that route, or we start crank calling them on the podcast to show everybody how little these fucking employees know about the product. Because in a couple of years, once everybody gets their heads above water, retail's booming, mom and pop shops are a thing, the Ontario government's realized 25 stores is not enough, and all of a sudden there's an actual supply and demand that's thriving and supplying itself, do you know what I mean? Keeping itself alive. If people stop buying beer, what would happen with the breweries?
What would happen with tax dollars? Like, what would happen to the country?
Do you know
seriously,
what I mean? Yeah, all the companies would go under really quick.
Yeah.
I just mean, like, cannabis will turn into another one of these cash crops. I think down the line here somewhere talking about...
It's important.
By 2030, that cannabis sales are going to outweigh U.S. soda sales.
What?
So the amount of pot people drink just by expediting current numbers.
But
with population increases and etc., it's probably going to throw things off.
That's
a little
insane.
bit.
That's insane.
It is, but you know,
pop's good, man. I'll tell you right now, pop is good.
But think about cannabis hitting all these different markets that like a sugar-based soft drink that's not good for you, it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
As a health fucking thing, and then as everything else, you just got more people coming in on it, right?
Well,
that's the argument.
Other than kids can drink pop, right?
Yeah,
and
but I think we're talking. I think we're talking CBD as well. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You've seen like the strains, how they're doing like
Charlotte's Web, stuff like that. Yeah, there's all kinds of countries are coming out with stories like that. The UK, Australia, they all have their version of Charlotte.
Real shit. It's real shit.
Oh, it's real shit, and it's just like people won't get behind it. No. They slowly are.
It's
like,
a drug, dude.
I was doing some research, and like every article these people posted about what was going on in the news, it'd be like, here's the new politicians that are coming around and changing their tune about weed. You know what I mean? I'm just taking a quick peek again. Yeah, I need new glasses. It's getting bad, man.
New haircut too, man.
Oh yeah, a Newfie haircut for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Apparently they don't like that term.
It's racist, just like every other word.
You're racist, man. You're fucking racist. Well, come on.
I'm
sorry.
I don't know what that means.
This looks.
That's amazing.
It's
crazy. It's so crazy.
I'm taking this all with me.
Yo, but like it's got a Mario Boo feel to it too, right? It's not just. No, yes, it does. I know why you want to take them.
Like spooks.
Get going.
Spooks, man.
Yeah.
February LCBO. We just talked about partnering with Shopify. And then let's go across the border again with all our OCS issues and shit. Go down to Oregon. They have oversupply issues.
Wow, send it over here,
Something
boys.
needs to happen.
Send it over here, boys.
Right? Again, we're talking way back in February, but what's happening with an issue of oversupply when you allow too many people to supply your market is that the cart gets too full and it starts falling over into the black market area. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. Or do prices drop because there's so much competition?
It should, right?
Like, yeah,
that would make the most sense. If it's costing you less to produce said much amount of cannabis,
gotta get rid of it. Supply and demand.
Bring a little bit of your prices down to keep everything homeostatic, and it might be better than not growing as much weed so fast next time, jackass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jackass.
Because it is an issue of that too. I've seen it firsthand before that sometimes they just want to get the weed into the trucks and off to wherever it's going to be packaged and sold. I got some fucking stuff here that we're gonna get into down the
right there.
road.
Right there.
Happy New Year's, everybody. We're getting there. We're a few more hours away.
Countdown, fucking.
And again, we're early than back home by an hour and a half.
Weird.
So we might be able to converse with some of the homies back home. Moving right along. So, yeah, Oregon, oversupplied, heading off to the black market, a lot of the weed. Just like it's been doing for the last 50 years. So who gives a fuck? March. We got U.S. senators starting to support hemp. That's when this new farm bill just started coming around.
Nice.
Which was the whole legalization of hemp and...
Yeah,
the legalization of industrial hemp. So now farmers are going to have a new cash crop compared to, I don't even know what the top crop. Corn is the top crop. Yeah.
Soy too, but corn is king, man. Corn is king.
Yeah, lots of documentaries on corn, but it's scary because one little, and they've genetically mutilated it, you know, for so long.
Yeah, if one pest, one disease comes in and takes that corn over,
that's the whole thing. That's what we study in class. Like, that's why genetic diversity is fucking key. That's why cannabis is beautiful.
Fuck yeah, man.
Because you can have one strain that's not going to last forever. Some
strains that literally I believe it's the most diversified plant in the world.
It makes sense because way back whenever it was evolving, it decided that, you know, I'm going to trigger a certain piece in the human brain here and make them want me forever.
People just can't.
And then
you're
I'm going to splice off from all these different things, and people are going to want to, you know, use me in different ways.
And I'm thinking it's the humans that selectively breed
each in the own,
just like dogs.
Exactly.
Right? You know,
the dogs also had a fucking thing that they decided, I'm going to work with the
absolutely
human.
No, absolutely, 100%.
Yo,
100%.
That's actually perfect. I've heard cannabis be described as the dog of plants before because of its interaction with humans. Yeah. Literally, like the canine of plant. Of plant
it
world.
is.
Yeah.
Cool. Very,
cool.
Well, it makes sense, right? 10,000 years, ready to go. Yeah.
Again, not even talking about the psychoactive side of things, but making like all your different fibers and textiles, fuel, food source,
plywood.
Well, yeah, I've been talking to the last couple of podcasts that they're making legit. It looks like cinder blocks.
Yeah.
But it's just out of like mulched up stems and
extremely compressed.
And I've seen them just. I gotta get this video holding like a blowtorch up to the wall, and it just like spreads across and does nothing. Like it doesn't. It holds the appropriate amount of moisture, and then anymore it doesn't. It repels or something, so the mold doesn't grow. Heat, it's really dense, so it holds heat inside in the winters. And it doesn't let too much in the summers. It's gonna change the game, man. Everybody's talking about weed and medical sides, but like hemp is a whole other fucking fish.
But why don't you think, why hasn't that been implemented, right?
Because it's right beside cannabis sativa, bro.
Okay, well I was gonna say it's because of, all these industries that are already established.
Well, that too, yeah.
That's huge though, and to push them out.
If you want to go back to why it's been criminalized in the first place.
Why it hasn't taken off yet,
it's still that game, but you've got new blood coming in all
the time.
No,
I hear you. If it's going to be, if there's room for it, right? But, cotton industry is huge, man. All these textile companies are fucking...
Well, these companies need to recognize the shift in the fucking tides and hop into a new crop, right?
Yeah.
That's all it would take. That's all it would take. Just them being always comes to we're switching things up, guys.
Yeah.
You're with us, or you can find a new job.
Yeah.
It would, I don't think it'll be that hard. Get some new contacts, $1 trillion industries. Yeah, we'll just switch it up, find some new supplier, find some new buyers, and, there's a lot, I get it, there's a lot riding on it, but there's also room for new companies to come in, and,
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's competition everywhere.
Oh, yeah, man. I know, and one's going to come out on top, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's what, I don't know.
Can you beat out?
If they have to run the race together.
It's all about what can you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. March also saw Chicago and suburban Illinois. They initiated a referendum during their, midterm election or whatever they fucking had.
Who knows?
March
in the States.
U.S. stuff to possess or to legalize possession, and I think they're working on cultivation. This is back in March, so things have probably changed. But the people voted towards legalizing. It wasn't brought to the ballot, or they brought it
Democracy.
up. Something like that, referendum. You know, so they wanted to change things themselves.
Cool.
And it was like 70% to 30 that were for
so
it.
it wasn't like, okay, wasn't close.
So Chicago's,
Yeesh.
yeah, going there too. Chicago's Illinois, and there's Michigan, who just fully, man, I gotta stop that. Legalized,
What did they just legalize?
they legalized recreational in November? I don't remember. It might be in here. Moving right along to April. So we had Sessions come in June. Sessions came in January with his Cole memorandum talking about how he was lifting like a lot of the safety nets for the state level recreational and medical legal states. He was lifting this kind of security blanket to let the federal government come in and fuck shit up, right? Yeah. Trump comes in April and he's like, we're going to put that back on because that's fucking bullshit. That was the threat of legal action against states that allow cannabis in any form. So like your raids and shit, the videos you've seen of people coming in and shooting people's dogs and whatever. I'm dating myself a few years, but it's on YouTube. It's rough seeing people.
No, that happens, but that doesn't happen every time, right?
Every time. But that is almost worst case Ontario.
That is crazy though. Like to think,
And April, that was the quote that I got: legal cannabis to match soda sales by 2030.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Do you think that number's higher or lower than alcohol consumption?
What, pop?
Yeah.
Pop is way higher than alcohol consumption. That's not even a question. It's your market, man. Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right. Your market, like kids under 2 years old drink fucking pop at a hot dog party.
It's funny that they went as far as 2030 compared to your alcohol whenever it surpassed your alcohol sales by 2025. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's either what you were talking about earlier, somebody doesn't want that number out there, or it's just a matter of like they're more focused on the general market versus getting another potentially more harmful thing off the public eye. April, soda sales and Trump lifting the ban. That's all I had for April. Moving right along for May, Nevada, they just okayed cannabis gaming. So mixing like your casinos with cannabis.
No way.
So we're talking like card games and stuff
awesome,
like that.
Man.
They're saying it would require multiple licenses. So you'd have to have like your cannabis retail license as well as your federal gaming license to have your pot shop in your casino. And then it was something about they weren't going to allow like smoking in the casino right away, but eventually that will be a thing.
Well, why not? Because they still smoke cigarettes in there, right?
Yeah. As far as I know, 7 years ago,
the ventilation systems when you went, whenever you went, weren't you saying that they just
pump shit in?
They pump fucking air in. Oxygen.
Oxygen, not just air.
Not air, sorry, but yeah.
Fucking wild.
Man,
that's it's all true. Like no clocks. There's always shit going on every hour of the day. Well, they don't want you to know what time it is.
Of course.
Still over south of the border, Colorado's getting like their tasting rooms approved. So much like how you go to a brewery and we were at Quidi Vidi. I got that right.
Quidi Vidi, did you get it right? We're going with it though.
Where they had like their tasting room and then their brewery was separate, right? Where you tried out their different beers. This is gonna be much the same, where you can't you can't smoke in the place, but you can consume edibles and try different things that the, cultivators put together for you. So we're talking flower, infusions, concentrates, but again, no smoking. So you would be able to buy flower for later, try your, infused beverages when they come around, and concentrates would be in your edibles, etc., and so forth. I think we also have something here. Nope. So June, Oklahoma legalizes your medical cannabis.
Oklahoma,
what? They've been working on that for a while. That's June.
That's awesome.
The FDA also approved a cannabis-based epilepsy medication called Epidiolex. Epidiolex.
Epileptic.
Epidiolex. So it sounds like epilepsy dilate Lex.
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to dilate that back a
little bit. We're going to take that back, right? Which it does, but yeah.
And medical cannabis for veterans was approved in June as well. in the old U.S. of A. That Epidiolex was the first pharmaceutical form of CBD derived from marijuana.
Wow. So is it patented?
I assume she's
it sounds like it's got the name to be patented, yeah.
Epidiolex.
Yeah. Damn, naming chemicals.
July, moving right along, we have the United Kingdom legalizes medical marijuana, and then doctors are now allowed to prescribe CBD and concentrated cannabis products to their patients.
In the UK?
Yeah, come fall. So that was September.
Right. Freaking right, mate.
I have a video, I have a video, I have a video. I can get a beer while this is playing.
Yeah, I'm actually going to grab one, so guess what?
Oh no, you're going to watch this, and I've got the fucking beer.
What?
You son of a bitch.
You goddamn son of a bitch.
Soon as this plays. I'm going to grab a couple of beers actually, so I don't have to get up again.
Holy fuck.
Whenever it plays.
This is why cannabis shouldn't be legal, people.
Why? Because I've stocked up in the last 3 days?
They're going to get cold, Craig. Come on. Use logic.
Oh man, my computer. Somebody find me a new computer. We've had a lot of issues in the last couple days. Why isn't this working? Oh, it's working. Slowly. I just want to make sure it's loud enough because I don't know how my microphones are all set up to pick up the sound. I can play it in early. I guess it doesn't matter. It's still not playing. What am I coming up to here? So yeah, I have a video. It's like the new aged, this is your brain on cannabis video. But like somebody made one a couple years ago and it was really bad. Now this guy's made one and it's really good. Just waiting for it to fucking play. And thank you. Yell at something long enough. And it changes.
Is there anyone out there
Perfect.
that still isn't clear on what cannabis does? Okay,
Last time.
this is your
Oh, fuck.
This is cannabis.
No. Oh, delicious.
This is your brain on cannabis.
Mmm.
Any questions?
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, it just finished.
It
That
just
was perfect
finished. Just so
timing.
you didn't, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's cool, right?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's doing the cracked egg thing. God damn, is this going to be another scrambled egg video? Right? No, he put some fucking onions and asparagus with that shit.
Still
Delicious.
going. We're still going.
It looked real good. I would pay good money for that.
This is your brain on cannabis. It's like you're fucking right. It is. It gets so much better.
It gets so much better.
So July, yeah, that was it. That video came out. I wanted to grab that. I dropped the ball on the October 17th video, them buying the cannabis at the Tweed store on Water Street. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure I have a video or some pictures that we're going to show of us in there a couple days ago.
So cool.
August. We have a little bit going on for August here. This is when shit starts ramping up.
Augustus.
Oh, yeah, I changed beers. Blue Star.
Blue Star. Shit, how is it?
It's good.
Yeah.
You're welcome to one.
I will.
Or two. So we have picture time. So we've got New Hampshire cops. Come on, you bitch. What's going on here? Cut this shit out. New Hampshire cops came across illegal weed crop in somebody's backyard or in their basement. I think it was in their backyard because what they did, they posted a little sign where the plants used to be. I need to yeah, computer's slow as fuck when you do the podcast and it's like always recording 30, 60, 80 gig videos. It slows it down. I need to get another hard drive. I can cut all this shit out. It's cool.
Yeah, it's all good, G. Fuck, you don't get the good stuff unless you fucking let her play through, right?
Sure. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to read it. Let's see. Okay, I can walk up to. Oh, what did I do? You count there.
You can't. You fucking count you.
Okay. Let's see. Are you serious right now? You're not gonna let me fucking zoom in? Okay, so here we have, this is the, that's the cop video here, where the cops found, they found the fucking
New
plants,
Hampshire, yeah.
and then they just,
Yeah, what is it? Okay.
sorry about your luck.
Sorry about your luck?
Dan, I have no idea what that fucking says. I'll post it up on the podcast so we can read it later. But yeah, it was like, sorry about your luck. We grabbed your pot plants. You're lucky you're not around, or we would have arrested you or something.
Yeah, they took that shit home.
They were just like joking at them, having a good time. The article was like, cops have to bust weed grower, have a laugh while doing it or something. So like, oh, let's see what this is. Anyways, Republic of Georgia. You know where that's at?
Nope.
So in between, I guess, it's like a dividing country of Asia and Europe.
Oh, okay, Georgia. Yeah, Georgia the country. Okay,
Republic of Georgia.
Sorry, yeah.
They've just legalized cannabis,
Really?
but not for sale or cultivation.
Oh, because they're in the middle, essentially in the Middle East. So
But not for sale.
or
cultivation.
So what are they doing it for then, Greg?
Thank you.
Fill me in.
So where does it come from?
Oh, so you don't even know the
I
answer.
have no
You don't
idea.
even know the answer. I thought you were going to reveal the answer.
What's the logic?
What is the
So is that
research?
Is
I
that
don't
to
know.
allow? I think that's just to allow people to import it in and let the government sell it.
Okay, that's weird.
Because you're not allowed to sell it or cultivate it.
Hmm.
So maybe that's straight a government-run thing where you buy it from the government, therefore you haven't cultivated it and you can't sell it to anybody else. I don't know. I'm just coming up with this now. This is number 7. So like that's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I thought you had the answer.
I just thought it was really funny.
That is weird.
So we have a CEO of a U.S. Dispensary chain. He's wanting his employees to start unionizing.
Woo.
So like
Damn.
dispensary retail workers.
Okay, well, no.
Have a Heart Dispensaries is the name of the dispensary chain. Have a Heart Dispensaries, pushing for unionized labor.
No.
No, you're not about it.
I'm sorry. I have a weird take on this.
Okay,
right?
let's hear it.
Well, this is my thing. I think the bigger the union, the smaller it should be, or the less chance it should be even becoming a union, right? Like
Smaller the union, the less chances should have.
no. The smaller the union, the better I feel, right? Because
Okay.
it's not so generalized. Like you have the teachers union, right? That's way too fucking big to be a union, man.
Now, why
Shouldn't
is it
even be
too
a
big?
union? Why is it too big?
Is it because is it across
Because there's
Canada?
like hundreds. It
Is
could
it-
be millions or hundreds of
Is it
thousands
across
of people.
Canada? Across North America?
I believe the one is in Ontario. I can't even I could be like I said.
So
I
that
could be talking
right
my
there
ass,
is
I
an
don't
issue.
know.
It shouldn't be one for the whole province.
But here's the other flip side to it too. Like police union too, right?
The whole
What do you think
province.
about that? That's a real thing. Police union.
Absolutely.
Right?
So should
That's
it.
crazy, right?
No.
You think it? So you think it should be a union, eh?
Just to
But
keep
then
for
they
job
have so
security
much
and shit,
fucking
right?
power, man. Right? That's the thing. I'm in a union.
that's
That's what's
fair.
crazy, man.
That's true.
Right?
So yeah, I've never been in a union. I don't have a perspective.
Yeah.
But from an outsider's opinion, it's all about job security, isn't it?
Well, sure, but it's all about how much money you can get for stuff, right? Your bargaining power, right? Like cops, like they have so much bargaining power because, like Craig, if cops strike, do you know what happens?
Are
Right?
they not allowed to
Right?
strike though?
That's called an essential service, and the whole thing about essential services, if we make them essential services, right?
They can't
Supposedly their pay raise is guaranteed every year. At least now that they're in a union, we have negotiating power, right? But if they become an essential service,
So the cops don't.
they're not
want-
essential.
You-
No, the
you-
government doesn't want. The taxpayer does not want.
Oh, I got you, because then they would be increasing the wage every
This
year.
is what I've heard. This is what I've
That
heard.
makes sense.
Right? But it's hard for they shouldn't be a union either. I feel like that's
Because they're an essential service.
I know it's got to be one or the other, I guess, right?
Yeah, like
that's shitty for the taxpayer, right?
Sure, I
Because
understand.
I don't know, yeah. But just
you do need, I don't know, the
unionized.
whole argument to go with police is like you need people to protect you, but
Of course
then
you do.
it's almost like it would be better off as robots.
Well, one day, brother.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Stop taking these goddamn trucker jobs that I might want.
yeah, and put them into policing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm sure I've said this before. I've done like a good bit of driving around now. It's like, fuck, I wish I got paid for this. Just pulling somebody's fucking, I don't know,
Yeah, man.
beach
Just pulling
balls
some
in the
fucking
back.
beach
But
balls.
I
Yeah,
don't
beach
know.
balls.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's like computer
Soap
parts.
bars. Super Troopers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys get to see the fucking continent at least.
But like you
And,
said, it'd be bad to get into it because
yeah, they're gone.
it's
in like
it's gone
5
in 30 years. And like guaranteed 30 years.
Sure.
20, we'll see.
Sure.
30, it's done. It's done.
I mean, Walmart already has robot trucks, which is really scary.
Man, it's accelerating at a very high speed.
You know, Walmart, one of their fucking truck drivers killed. Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. Is it Tracy Morgan? Yes, Tracy Morgan's friend.
Tracy Morgan's friend. He got fucked up.
They were in a limo,
Yeah,
right? And
that's
they,
in
like,
New York.
rear-ended them.
Yeah,
and,
I
like,
heard about that.
I think his kid was in the car or something too at the time.
But he's a Walmart driver?
It was a Walmart truck, yeah.
Truck driver.
Yeah, so Walmart paid them off, but yeah, his friend died. Like,
Yeah.
super fucked.
Did you not hear about the one in Toronto where it killed like two Mexican children?
No, I wouldn't
from
have heard
Mexico?
about that
What?
because they were Mexican.
Oh no, it
You
wasn't
don't
just
cover
them.
that
It wasn't
shit.
just them. It was it killed like two other. It killed two other people too. It just
but once
they're
you
from
get
Mexico
that,
and they're up
once you get
here.
that on there,
Yeah.
the news story dies.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I could
These are jokes, people.
Yeah, these are always their jokes, guys.
Jokes.
Yeah,
Relax.
of course.
2019's coming. Don't
Okay.
start as a snowflake. Got enough snowflakes out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're Mexican.
Yeah, just call it that. She sees it.
No, but you know what? That's crazy shit. You know, truck drivers not paying attention to the fucking road. Like, that's your goddamn fucking job, son.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you get paid for.
I feel you.
So when you fuck up, it should be the
And the thing
hardest
is,
consequences
they're like,
possible.
They're mandated. Part of their job is to like pull the fuck over and rest. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, just get it out of the way and I'll take my. That's the thing, because they get a bonus for some reason.
Sure.
For getting there early.
Getting there early.
But if it's all planned out as to when you're supposed to be there, then it's almost like you're not following the fucking
Loopholes,
rules
baby.
by
I know.
getting there
Oh, fuck
early.
yeah, man.
You know?
It's crazy, dude.
There's got to be some kind of insurance issue there, because again, now all of a sudden the guy wants to get there early for the fucking extra couple $100, I'm assuming.
So he's gonna put the pedal to the metal and,
And
he's
yeah,
gonna take
risk it.
aggressive moves.
Take his fucking anti-Benadryls or whatever the fuck you call
Yeah.
them, and
Yeah.
power through the night.
Yeah, those are Quaaludes, Craig. Yeah, not kidding. Not kidding. You know,
If it
truckers.
goes in the ground,
you,
we'll
you-
talk.
You know what truckers do on the
Otherwise.
road sometimes, right?
Friends of the road?
A little bit of the
Lot lizards?
a little fun. No, keep them awake on the road, man.
Little
It's crazy.
methamphetamine?
Yeah, something like that. That's where I was going with.
Yeah.
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 Trucker stops are
It's
known
a
as
hard
dirty.
road.
It's a hard road. It's a
It's a
fucking hard road.
road.
It's a hard road.
Fuck off.
Wait, you don't think so, eh?
No. Come
See,
on.
if you had a family, it's a hard
It
road.
is what you-
see.
Well,
See,
okay, so
that's
there's
C
the
for
thing.
C. Whoa.
That's why it'd be good for me.
Yeah, brother. That's what I'm saying. But you
Well,
left your
maybe.
options open. At least you can be a trucker.
Maybe
There's a
not
lot of
good
guys.
for my homie Ben Bayless
No,
or
or-
now Brandon Assman, who just got engaged. Or
Mm.
there's a bunch of engagements over the last couple
Cheers,
of
boys. No, you know what? Live and let be,
You
though.
said it
Like,
earlier.
What are you saying,
To
man?
each their own.
To each their own, though.
Yeah.
The fuck,
But you
man?
guys won't be going trucking anytime soon.
No, it'll tear your family apart,
Yeah.
like 100%. Yeah,
Gavin might be going trucking.
yeah, it might be going trucking, but you know what? It's good. To
It's
each
a
his
good
own,
job.
man. Like,
It's
yeah, it's a
good.
good job. Like,
It's
if
good.
that's where
I would do it.
that's where
If
the
I
road
was-
takes you.
If I was straight out of high school, because I know one of our friends, remember Chris? Chris Anderson?
Chris Anderson.
Yeah, he's a trucker now.
Fuck yeah.
He's got a good couple years left in him
Why
still.
not?
Yeah.
He's got
Just
a
rides
couple
around
years
with-
left. That's it.
Rides around with his dog and fucking car.
That's it, man.
But I'm pretty sure he's been all over the States, all over Canada, and even as
Got paid
a
to tour.
pre-gig or something. Fuck, man, I wasted a lot of time in school. Might as well put me in a truck for a couple years. That would have been bomb.com.
Fuck yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. So a lot to be said for shit like that.
Yeah.
Simplicity. Just
Absolute
you and the road.
simplicity. Absolutely, man.
How long do you think you'd be gone for max?
Like
If you're driving, how far? What's the furthest
Well-
point? Vegas, I guess.
Oh, fucking Vegas. It'd be like Mexico if you're. What do you like?
Yeah,
when
you're
talking,
right.
Like
Okay.
land wise.
Yeah,
like,
land wise before
Or
you
are you
hit
talking
water.
just going to the states?
Before you hit water.
Before you hit water, yeah, you'd be going. You could like seriously
You're
go down
going
like
south
Panama and shit.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess that's true.
like
Would
I
that be a
don't.
thing?
I don't even know if you can drive through Central America.
It's connected.
Yeah, it's connected.
It's kinda like a
switching
funnel,
all the time,
right?
Yeah.
And then it'll.
Yeah, you can definitely drive down there.
Mhm.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. You can
Mm.
drive down there if you
Don't
can.
tell me that.
Yeah, no shit, man.
No.
No shit.
I know my
Why?
limits.
Why though?
I don't know.
You know what?
I know my limits.
I
found
understand
it
that. I
here,
understand
you know
that.
what I
Like
mean?
Mexico gets scary for me. When I if I'm like Texas, cool, but like
Texas would be cool because
you're
yeah.
safe.
We're safe.
Like, for real. Like,
They just need to legalize and give me a reason to come down.
I feel like Mexico, though. I feel like Mexico has always been that way. Correct. Like, they've never been extremely hard on, like, cannabis smokers and stuff, I feel. Like, I really...
But...
You know what I mean?
But...
Like, even with psilocybin and stuff, right?
It's not about the government, it's about the cartels.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. Oh, yeah,
right?
of course.
So it's the interaction of, we go down to Mexico, I want to find some weed.
Oh.
All of a sudden, I have to deal with
you
somebody,
have to interact,
a murderer.
You have to
You know
interact
what I mean?
with a crazy...
He looks at you and sees a Canadian,
Very true.
American gringo. It's like, I can make money off this
I could
fucker.
I could steal you and fucking ransom you to your fucking family, you little fucking bitch.
Well, I mean, like, that's
Scary.
That's the fucked up reality.
That is
man.
the fucked up reality.
Funny thing on the Rock, though, I don't feel scared at all.
I don't feel... What do you mean? Where are you gonna go?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
stay
true.
right here. No, but yeah, no, I definitely don't.
It's yeah, and there's all sorts of people here. It's just everybody kind of has the same goal. Especially when a big blizzard or something comes out, everybody gets out and shovels, helps each other out. At least for the most part. There's a little bit of snow.
Yeah, it was like yesterday we saw like 17 shovels to one snowblower. Like,
That's
where the
true.
Where the fuck
That's
does that
true.
exist?
He's the VIP.
Where the fuck does that
He's
exist?
the VIP.
That don't exist on my road. Everybody has a snowblower, even my fucking dad, which is crazy. Like, you know, technology.
Fuck, we haven't covered this in a while. Where's my timer? Is it still going? Hello. Yep, we're good. We're hitting the hour mark. Rockin' a piss.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking late switch. Yeah, what did you like? What did you like about this place? You know,
This place?
Yeah. What were the things you didn't like?
I'm just gonna pause this.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I liked every single thing.
Oh, shit.
Cigarettes to the D
Oh, okay, we're getting back into this shit. Coming up to September now. Let me see if I say this right. North Mariana Islands.
Yeah, placenta.
Is that right?
Yeah, placenta.
Placenta. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
North Mariana Islands. Is a U.S. territory? I don't know. I'm not a geography major. Anyways, they've legalized recreational cannabis. Everybody's fucking doing it now, right? We just happen to be the first, like, established country to actually pull it off. The one thing Trudeau can really say for himself. September, we also have Delaware working on the same deal, like getting rid of some of the old cannabis charges, small possessions, nonviolent crime, stuff like that. As well, I found a little article talking about a place called Charlotte's Legendary Lobster Pound out of Maine, a little restaurant that they like blow weed smoke in the lobsters' faces before they
Oh, I've heard of this place. So
drop
they,
them in the fucking water.
right, they die a good death. Right? Yeah, correct.
Do lobsters have lungs?
I
I'm gonna
don't
stop
know.
you right there.
I'm gonna stop right there.
No, they don't.
They
They
don't have lungs.
don't have lungs. Therefore, you're just blowing it on a rock, basically.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You're not
Okay,
doing
that
anything.
way, that way.
You're not doing
Okay,
anything.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Somebody
But do they have-
me
do-
up and be
do
like,
they have-
actually,
but do they-
lobsters pull in nutrients from their eyes? and they can get high.
But do they feel pain when they're dropped in that? What do you think about that? I know you probably
yes.
Do you care?
I mean, lobster tastes really
I
good.
know, but hang on. Isn't there a better way to do it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We have to go down.
So here's your lobster head. Like
Yeah.
this, and you got your eyes out here.
Yeah.
So you gotta take your knife, and it's like right behind the eyes, and you just get a little clack.
Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's what I'm into.
Most people do.
Like, I'm still gonna eat meat though.
Sure.
Like, I'm still gonna shoot a cow in the head. Like, I'm gonna do it
It just happened that the guy who was training me how to do it,
Yeah.
he's like a hardcore metal fan.
Oh god.
So he's just like, in you go. I was like
That's cool though.
That's the way, like, thing, man.
It's weird.
Tradition.
But here's the thing, where do you separate animals, into their groups of how you know what I mean, respect
I
them,
know what
right?
you're saying.
You know, like insects to me.
Well, fuck, dude.
Like insects,
Are we
right.
gonna have the old seal poutine?
Oh shit.
From Muscles on
I
the Corner?
can't. No, I don't support the seal hunts, so I can't do it. I will not do it. I refuse. Just kidding,
So
obviously.
you paying for the food is you supporting the seal hunt?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
Are you eating the food?
That was a sarcastic comment. You know that, right?
I know. I'm just.
You were going with that?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Easy there.
Yeah.
Surfer Joe. God damn.
So, so paying for it doesn't support.
What do you mean? Of course it does. What do you mean? A vegan would just completely not fucking support it at all, in every aspect.
But mussels are okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, who you're not asking me. You're asking.
No, I'm just
I'll
being
be a vegan right now if you want me to be that vegan. I can do that.
Because you asked me, like, where is the line, right? So obviously mussels.
Right. Mussels don't have
seals
eyes.
are under the line for me.
Mussels don't have eyes.
You know what? I think cats. I think cats is the line. Everything under cats
is the
I'm gonna
line?
eat.
Damn. Okay, well, I'll question you on
Yeah,
that.
please do. 'Cause I'm trying to think about that now. Not bugs.
Okay, well.
So the underline would be.
So bugs are just like too disgusting to eat.
If I was like starving.
Of course.
Sure.
But I'm saying I'm talking respect level in life. That's why I'm not talking about eating. I'm just talking about respect level, right?
Well, where do people fall here? Because
people to me
I don't know if
are
I can dig a deep enough hole.
I shouldn't say this on camera, but like people are like mammals to me. They're the same thing. Like, I know that's so fucked up. It's extremely fucked up, but
mammals don't fake it.
that's what I mean. don't prop animals up above humans, Craig. Now don't animals have personalities. But
I live with better cats and dogs.
Yeah, most of
than
them
my
aren't
current
assholes.
roommates.
No, I'm kidding. No, people, you can connect with them more, right? That's the thing. That's why it's a better relationship than an animal, because you can talk about it, right?
Not all people.
Not all people. I'm not saying all people. I'm saying why people are more important than animals, right?
Animals, for the most part, you can manipulate into loving you.
You can manipulate humans.
That's true as well. But there's some shitty people you just don't want to anymore,
Oh,
right?
it's so fucking.
But like with animals, it's like if you're early stage of their development, they see you like crocodiles and shit. They'll think you're their mom.
Crocodiles. You have to pick crocodiles.
Well, I'm talking straight from the egg.
How about like
If a crocodile sees
egg?
you first,
Okay.
then you're its fucking mother.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, do you think like egg-laying species to me, they fall under mammals to me. Like, I respect moose more than I respect snake. I respect dog more than I respect.
I feel you there.
Like, dude, like bird even.
Especially when it comes down to reproductive numbers, right?
Absolutely. No, that's a
Right?
huge thing. That's a huge
Because
thing.
like how many
That's a
snakes does one
huge
snake
thing.
produce?
Like lots.
Yeah.
Right? How
Yeah.
much, even like, but then you're like going into cats, because cats have like 12, sometimes 6, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
But like a moose,
How many survive?
More respect for a moose or a whale.
Because those are all like cows, right?
Well, you know what?
Call whale
I still
cow.
like cats and dogs better than I like moose and whales, so I just contradicted my own fucking argument there.
But you also have the people element that we brought in talking about cannabis and dogs earlier.
Yeah,
Cats and
that was
dogs.
yeah. That's
Egypt,
cool.
etc.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
etc.
That was the first.
Egypt.
Yeah, man. That was the first where
Cats.
cats were the
Cats.
first. One of the first. Yeah.
Those weird hairless fucking things.
So were dogs.
Those rat cats.
Rat cats. But you know what they did, right? They kept away the rodents, right? From food, from all these things, right? That this is why they were accepted upon humans.
Fantastic
This
tangent.
is what, right? Yeah.
Fantastic tangent right
Yeah.
now. the SPCA back in Hamilton is currently trying to adopt out their cats on the basis of pest control. So they're looking for cat employees for greenhouses, barns, shit like. How fucking smart is this
these
shit?
cats jobs.
That's
man.
literally the article I read was like that kind of an angle.
Yeah.
Wanted, like hardworking feline individuals looking to like Mauser
Put a
rolls
tie on
and
them.
shit. Yeah, it was super funny. But like it makes so much more sense. Even if you have 3-4 cats, if they're spayed and neutered in your fucking barn, they're not going to reproduce. Instead of the SPCA killing them, boom, just put them somewhere.
Put them where they can kill all these.
Well, that's what fucking Hannah's been doing for years, right? Her and her family. How many cats do I have from her now? Turkeys no more. I was talking to her about that last month.
But isn't that why they had cats though? To keep
I'm
keep all these fucking rodents, coons, everything out, right?
Do you remember her house burned down, right?
Yeah.
And this, as sketchy as it sounds, they had just finished their quota like 2 months or something, not even before the place burned down. So the guy that they caught, the arsonist who burned down a bunch of places in the area, he gave them insurance money after they had finished their fucking quota of their whole contract to the turkey supplier. So like it's not a win-win by any means, but nobody was hurt minus like Hannah's fucking bird that died. That's rough. We're going back too. We're going back like 2019 or wow.
2009. We're going ahead 2019. And how many? Oh, I almost said that word too.
2009.
2009.
2010
10 years ago.
So yeah,
10 years ago. Coming 5 hours here.
So now they just do rotation crops of soy, corn, and I don't remember
Going back to the normal shit.
She said it was 3 things. But anyways, that was a good tangent talking about the cats getting jobs. Hannah, 3 of our fucking cats now are that deal. Like they came in, Rogan was fixed, Finn we got fixed.
Yeah.
But
that's what responsible people do, though. I don't like when.
Well, here's the thing: is it a responsibility when you own? I guess when you own that much land and you have the barn set up somewhere warm in the winter for fucking animals to hide out in. That I guess it does kind of come down to you that you have to take care of the population, right?
But you wouldn't understand how far your cat could roam away from your house.
Well,
man.
I'm saying even if it's not your cat.
But you get it fixed so it doesn't produce cats from your neighbor's cats or this cat or that cat.
I'm saying it's an unscheduled like obstacle if you're a farmer that you're gonna have animals like rats and shit coming in. Farmers so it is good to have the cat, but I'm saying the cats might move in on their own anyways.
Sure.
So you might as well get the fucking the one from the SPCA. It's going to be spayed, neutered, healthy, not spread shit potentially to the rest of your crop, your farm animals and shit. It's going to take care of your rats, etc. If they die, at least they've died out in the fucking open fields doing what they do instead of, getting the needle in the butt, right? If they die, it's going to be from a sick rat or they're going to get hit by something or it's again, we were talking about hunting earlier.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to hunt cats unless you're in Australia, but it's like here's the argument.
Is that for real?
Australians hunt their cats because it's such an issue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. House cats. They breed so bad that they're hunting cats. I can do that. I couldn't pull a trigger on a cat.
See, that's your level of respect.
From the Church of Joe, the argument is for hunting that there's a chance that as the fucking moose, deer, whatever the fuck you're shooting gets older, it raises its chance to get sick and then die a slower, more painful, sadder death, etc. When you're realizing that it's no longer a young buck or like a young doe, because doe season's a thing too now and again, right? That you have to take out the old moms.
I think so.
It's a like you have to recognize that okay, these ones are older. They gotta go to cull out the older genetics and get in the new ones, right? And like a 10-second, if you're trained properly to kill it in one shot. Fucking Joe Rogan's a bow hunter, so...
Yeah, I know, that's a little sketch, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? The argument is that it's done in 10 seconds versus...
But I respect that,
versus weeks, and then you're taking the whole thing back with you, right? That's the whole other argument.
That's the one important argument, you must use it. If you don't use it, you're a fucking garbage human being.
Because, we both grew up... I've talked about it before. I've talked about Garrettson on the podcast before. It's just like... That gave me the first touch of the real side of where your food comes from.
The freezer downstairs was stacked full of goddamn meat, man. What?
Were you ever there after they had a good night?
I don't think I was there after a good night. It was
Yeah.
just they could leave it in there for 2 years and it'd be good still.
They called me from my parents' house to come see Rudolph.
Oh shit!
They had put a
Oh,
fucking red
shit.
nose on the deer they caught, and all the guts were out of the thing.
Fuck yeah,
Like,
man.
yeah, it was strung up because
That's it.
his dad was a trucker, and he
No,
had
his dad. They were a hunting family.
But his
you
dad
know,
was a
and-
trucker. He had the
Sure.
full rig. He had the full garage out back to work on his full truck-sized rig.
Fuck yeah, man.
And it
Remember
was
that?
big
That
enough to
garage?
hang up multiple deer at once.
You could lift. I believe you could almost lift a truck in there. Couldn't you do that?
His truck probably.
Or was it? Yeah, or was it just cars?
Well, I know
can't remember,
Dave's
but-
Jeep got lifted there one time.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
seen Dave's Jeep up there. Yeah, it's your classic family of like good old boys.
Good old boys.
Four brothers.
good old
we were
church
friends
goings,
with the youngest
yeah.
brother, so
Yeah.
again, he had the fucking path laid out for him 3 times in front of him.
Scotty.
Right?
Fuck man.
Now he's
Scotty.
married. He's living right beside
Fuck
mom
yeah,
and dad.
man. You know what? To each his own.
Yeah,
Man. Fuck yeah,
it's-
dude. It's working out for him,
Fuck
right? So.
yeah. But I was saying that was like my first taste of the real side of where your food comes from, and like.
Craig, that was the first taste of like getting real redneckish. Like
Yeah, I shot my
was
first gun to Scott.
driving fucking 4-wheelers through.
First time I got stoned
was with
with
Scott.
was with
Yeah.
Garrettson. We ran out quadding.
Yeah, man.
I told
Okay,
the
that's
story
sketch.
multiple times. Yeah. Are we still going here? I don't want to
That's-
fucking lose
yeah.
any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was, I don't know, it was like a Wednesday after school or something, and it was finally like, I'm going to try some fucking weed. And the dealer's house was right off the school property. There was a back gated entrance to like just suburbia behind the school and down in the trails, and about a quarter of the way before you got to the trails was the dealer's house. And back in the day, $5 looked like a lot of weed. You got a little dime bag
It
with
was-
4 nugs in it, and it's like, this is going to last me for fucking ever. I'm never going to drink again. And then all of a sudden you decide to start mixing the two and really having the parties of booze and liquor, and then that goes fucking wrong. And then I feel like that's the point where a lot of people choose one or the other. This is legal, it's safer from the public parental eye back in high school. I'm going to go this way. Me, I don't know, I kind of just went the other way because I wasn't down with like letting my parents see me drunk or anything anyways. So, I like the way weed made me feel more. The sleeps, those first sleeps after you were like, I know you didn't smoke weed until
No.
after high school.
No, man.
Cheers to that, man.
Hey,
You
man,
stuck
but
to your
what-
guns.
Come on, man. That's not even a. That's just a personal thing. It
That's
wasn't
absolutely. It's
a.
a discipline thing.
Yeah. Well, no, not
You
really.
set-
No, it was
you
a
set-
personal thing.
you
It's
set-
got and it didn't judge me on who did it or not.
No,
right? You know what
no.
I mean? Because we used to hang out all the time.
But who was the
right?
first person you smoked weed with? Just for
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast?
Sure, brother.
Yeah.
That's not even a question.
And who bought me that bong? My mom did. Still recording? Did I get
That's
that?
jokes.
Yeah,
That's jokes. Yeah, to see.
what?
Good person, man. Good person, brother. No, see this. Okay, we're not. No. Shut. Whoa. Yeah. So what else is on this book? What else is in this book?
I think it's important to be
Yeah.
self-deprecating most of the time, just so that you don't get too big of an ego.
Sure.
I joke about it a lot, but
Sure.
I don't really mean a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I heard.
But, anyway, September we got North Mariana. We talked about that legalizing. Delaware is getting rid of their. We talked about the lobster and shit. We're moving into.
Yeah. We're next
We're
on.
moving into October, ladies and gentlemen. Should I just skip ahead? Since we all know what happened? So Canada
October.
legalized recreational cannabis.
Whoop, whoop.
We know what's up there. North Mariana, U.S. territory. So I guess them being a U.S. territory doesn't, like they're not a country, right? North Mariana.
North Mariana.
Because nobody said they were the first anything to legalize cannabis, but it seems like they did. So Canada was the first.
I gotta go grab one. So. Okay. Just hold up.
You want one of these?
No. Hold on. How good is it?
It's good.
Okay, then I'll try it.
So yeah, October. Canada. Everything that was to be. BC reported more than 1,000 online sales in the first hour of their legalization. So by the time it came around to BC, Newfoundland already had fucking God knows how many. Because what's the time difference from Newfoundland to BC? I'm pretty sure it's 3 hours from Ontario.
3.5. No, what do you? Okay, from BC.
Yeah.
So then, hour and a half on top of that, then, right?
4.5. No, that can't be right, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen.
look at this. Okay, you keep going here.
I think it's 3 hours.
Okay.
The Liberals were waiving fees in your wait period for criminal possession charges as of October 17th. So if you had misdemeanor charges of, I guess, under the 30 gram limit and nonviolent cannabis possession, cannabis charges, that they were expediting those files and those accounts. Again, October was really the big thing around the world, was that Canada was the first established country to fully legalize recreational cannabis and start a fucking shitty ass market for it. Moving right along to November. Did I miss a month? No.
October. You did not miss that month.
You never know, right?
Fuck. Can't
There
miss
might
that
be
month.
that 13th month just squeaking in there. November, so Michigan, they got their legal recreational cannabis going. Missouri and Utah did their medical cannabis, so that's more states down south that are, where's Utah actually? That's a central state.
Yeah.
But Missouri.
Well, Utah's near, it's a little more west, but yeah. Midwest. Yeah.
Midwest, yeah. Prairie State.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Zion National Park's there, so it's like
Ooh.
connecting in. Yeah, that's like, dude, this is one of the places.
Is that under Calgary? Alberta?
Yeah, I think it's under
Yeah.
Alberta or BC. It's around there though,
Okay.
but it is much
I got
much
you,
more
I got
west
you.
than
Again,
Central.
just showing like that medical's coming and eventually.
in Utah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Everybody says
Shit
Texas will be last.
changing.
Everybody says Texas will be last.
Oh, buddy, they're like, have you seen their like fucking gun? Okay, yeah, we're not
Good
gonna-
old fucking
Jesus,
Christian
fuck
boys.
me, man. Dude, you know they can shoot you on site if you're trespassing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's still a rule within certain like counties in Texas. That's fucking crazy.
Shoot on site or
Shoot on your property, man.
Well-
Well, Craig, you know, my dog just ran into your field, so I'm gonna go chasing him.
yeah. Didn't that just happen? Where was it?
I'm sure it happened.
Saskatchewan?
I don't know, probably stupid
Not too long ago.
Saskatchewanians.
Some natives
Okay.
came on some guy's lawn, tried to steal his truck, and he shot one. Yeah, I think that was
And then
last
what?
year.
And then what happened, Greg?
The guy died, and I think he got charged.
Okay, see, this is where me and you are gonna differ on this.
Yeah.
As he should get charged. Because, like I just said, if I'm trying to find my dog, if I have mental health issues,
Fair
I
enough.
stumble.
I know, you never know what people are trying to do. You'll get your truck
That's
back.
what cops are for, man. It's not what for fucking you are for. You and your gun, you fucking goddamn Chuck Norris piece of shit. Like, that's my take.
I just feel like every now and again.
Dude, but yeah, I hear you. Like, it happens. People come still, but there's, it happens, man. You
There's
know?
a time for capital punishment.
Yo, here, we can cut this out, all this shit, so I'm gonna ask you. No. We don't do that. We don't do that. So a death penalty in Canada, what do you think? Death penalty in general. What am I
okay,
talking
well-
in Canada? It doesn't
well-
exist.
Hold up. Child diddlers, come on.
Okay, but
Just ruining
hang on,
lives.
Hang on. It comes down to what? Okay,
Mental
that's
health?
great
Are we
what
gonna
they
talk
did.
mental health?
No, I'm not. I'm not at all.
Cool.
That's cool. That's cool what they've done. But how can you prove it?
What?
Court is a weird thing, man. It's
fair
where
enough.
that's all it is. It comes down to can you
Yeah.
prove this to, like, if it's on video, Craig? If it is on
Sure.
video and it's absolutely
Yeah.
identifiable,
Yeah.
I believe get it done.
Okay.
We know.
So then
like this Dylan
otherwise-
Millard guy from
But that's the issue, right? That's where it comes down to. Is
But I
everything
brought-
else not guilty? If
but-
you don't
but
have
hang
video
on.
proof?
But for the people that that could have died, right? I don't want innocent people to die. You know what I mean? Because that's happened in the past, where like the government in.
So because it's not a perfect system, it shouldn't be a death, right?
I'm
'Cause that's
willing
a good
to, I'm
argument.
willing to pay the taxes for
That's a good
people
argument.
not to die innocently.
In case they're not
That's
guilty.
fucking that's mind-boggling. That's fucking more
That's
mind-boggling
fair.
than
That's a
killing
good
a
argument.
killer, right?
That's a good argument.
Put him in fucking jail forever, though.
That's a good argument.
Right? Feed him fucking the shittiest food that you can
Well,
feed
did
him.
you
right?
watch? You didn't watch The Walking Dead, right?
No, never
Okay.
seen it.
Well, spoiler alerts. Eventually, they catch the meanest, baddest motherfucker of them all,
Okay.
who like killed a bunch of their people and shit. And I thought they were gonna straight up murder his ass.
And
They didn't. They threw him in jail.
Threw him in jail.
Yeah, but they knew he did all this bad shit, and their whole thing was like they want to set a new fucking precedent and stuff.
Yeah,
but
see,
it's like
that's keeping the higher ground thing. I'm not into that. Like
okay,
for that
like,
argument,
because
I'm
there's
not into
still
that.
like that evil that you're just letting stay there.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, I hear you.
And the
but, like,
only way to sleep sound at night is to fucking cha-cha-cha.
Yeah. Well, no, it's better for taxes if you. No, that's just to counter what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't want to pay for somebody, like, if it's proven, if it's 100%, and this guy, like, man, fucking get him gone.
That's a good argument, right?
Right?
Yeah.
No, it is, but I don't want innocent people, because that's fucking crazy. That's just crazy. And it happened.
But then you could
That's
also
real.
argue that, like I was gonna say,
Yeah.
say they are guilty, but it was a mental fucking imbalance. Do you kill them?
Okay,
is
well,
it
now we're
is it
getting
euthanasia then? Like, anyways, let's not not go into this.
I don't know. That was good though. I thought that was
that was a good chat.
Yeah, that was,
we could. That's a whole.
Yeah,
fucking,
that should not have been placed within this
that's a whole
segment.
fucking
But
podcast on its own.
Yeah, but as Joe Rogan and stuff, he just brings up some weird issues in you that you got to deal with yourself, right?
So I was saying, oh, you know what? I actually missed something in September. And Vegas has opened, I talked about earlier on, it was like the Walmart-esque dispensary in Las Vegas. So it was the closest thing to the Vegas Strip for cannabis. The only thing you could actually walk to, etc. Like they're really amping up their cannabis tourism. And now they're bringing like, it's almost like a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, all dedicated to weed. They have like, the one thing I saw on the article I read was like, a glass bong bigger than a giraffe. You know what I mean? So they're going weird and wonderful because it's Las Vegas, but in a cannabis setting. Like, I would be so down to check that shit out. Like they don't already have the fucking draw. You know what I mean? From the gambling and like all the just debauchery that is Las Vegas in the States.
Like, I can't believe that wasn't the first state to legalize it. They were the first state to legalize gambling, so you'd think something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's an illegal state, man.
And like I said earlier, you know, come fucking September, they might have worked out all their kinks around cannabis in casinos and shit like that. So it might be like a huge thing now.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely is, but I mean, it like smoking weed.
Smoking inside.
Imagine having like a little coaster, but instead of the size of your glass or the beer bottle, it's a little bigger because you got a fucking bong on there. You know what I mean? A little beaker bong just sitting there. It's not going to knock over. Don't worry. It's good. It's got the big old base.
That's such a weird point to bring up because it's like, what will they allow? Will it only be like,
No.
will it be J's? Will it be,
Bro.
no, but realistically, what will it be?
If
Like,
Niagara College lets me get away with smoking a bong out in the open on campus.
yeah, on campus, okay, but
I
in
mean,
class would be fucking crazy, right?
No, there's no smoking anything.
I
in
know,
class,
I know,
right?
I know, but all we can go with is.
But yeah. People have seen me just huddle in my corner, cold as fuck between classes.
It's like you're mixing it with crack.
Yeah, the campus had like stupid ass rules where it's like 12-inch maximum for your bong
What?
size.
They actually
shit.
had rules on
Yeah,
it?
they had
Okay,
a
now-
posted thing.
Weird.
Because it's I guess technically it's a privatized area that they get to set their own rules, but because they have designated smokers areas, they had to like post cannabis related shit. But like, I don't know. I guess you can employ your security to enforce whatever rules you want up to a certain degree.
Privatized, yeah.
So like saying like a gigantic bong isn't allowed, I guess that's okay. But yeah, maybe something around the same lines will happen in Vegas. So that was back in September. We talked about October, cannabis legalizing, liberals waiving fees for small-time cannabis crimes, and 1,000 online sales in the first hour in BC. November, Michigan legalized, Missouri and Utah got the medical cannabis off the ground, and Jeff Sessions was also forced out in November.
Oh.
Right? So that, again, I think that saw a little bit of a stock boost in the Canadian cannabis industries and stuff because that gave some hope for the U.S. investors that things were going to slowly seep down to the States. And Mexico also legalized the whole shebang. Like I said earlier, you can smoke on the street, you can cultivate, I think it was something wild, like up to 12, 20 plants, something like that. And they're, again, just trying to, I think they're trying to do what Canada has failed to do with legalization, we're making it like a legitimately accepted thing.
Yeah.
Because really, it just seems like it's been a money grab for the government.
money-
Rightfully so. I'm all about the government getting their cut. Don't get me wrong. But you need to provide the rest of the fucking pie. The fact that
don't let
we
it
still can't buy clones and shit. Like Newfoundland, I'm gonna get into that down the road.
Yeah.
Newfoundland's allowed because I'm pretty damn sure their population's smaller than any of the other provinces besides the territories. Yeah, they're the testers. Yeah, I almost pulled the fucking trigger on that, but it wasn't gonna work.
Doesn't make sense though when you explained it. Right? Yeah, if it's gonna come like come on, you're expecting a shipping company to come through.
Before we get too far away from the States, New England. That's what state is New England?
Yeah, Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston's the state?
Boston, Massachusetts, excuse me. Massachusetts, yeah. But it's near Boston.
They just opened their first retail locations. So 2 different stores, one called Cultivate and one called the New England Treatment Access. Yeah, New England Treatment Access and Cultivate. So it seems like one's going to be a fun looking store and one's going to be like...
But the real question is, which one is Tom Brady going to go to?
But he's gonna have to find something when he gets fired from the fucking Pats.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to them this season?
Hey man, they're still in the playoffs. I don't know how the fuck they do this. It's the Patriots. They're
Gronk
insane.
hasn't got me more than 10 points.
They're insane though. They're insane.
I'm done. So that's cool.
I'm done.
My brother lost.
Yeah,
I told you about that, right?
That's good.
Hey, shout out to Ross. Have fun on your fucking New Year's flight home, you loser. He uninstalled the NFL app like 3 weeks before the playoffs and thought the season was over.
Roscoe.
So lose, and flopper.
Presentation. Oh, look at that.
Now we're traveling far, far away from America. South Korea.
Oh, South Korea is sweet.
They've been the first Asian nation to legalize medical cannabis.
Which is a step.
It's a huge step.
That's a huge step.
Considering who their neighbors are.
Well, neighbors, but yeah, in the general vicinity, like we were talking about Thailand. Was I telling you that?
Thailand's working on shit.
No, but this is what we were talking about. Was Thailand back in the 90s, or sorry, late 80s? They literally killed people still for.
Oh right.
Right.
Yeah, chop your hands off.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's a weird thing, but not a weird thing. That's a stereotypical thing they would do, right? But. Yeah, they chop your hands off while Craig's showing you like this beer.
Now they're working on a medical program.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just gone full.
The way it fucking turns tables.
Yeah. Lazy Susan. Right.
It's
crazy.
South Korea, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, Utah. Jeff Sessions is fucking gone. Moving on to December. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done with 2018 in CANCAST Cannabis News. Industrial hemp has now become fully legalized after the Farm Bill Act passed.
Yeah.
Trump signed that shit. One good thing he's done, apart from all the other bullshit. We're not talking about that.
No, I know.
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg, very small country.
Yes.
Extremely small
First country in the EU to legalize as a full recreational. Let me make sure.
Wait, before Switzerland?
They're saying Luxembourg first,
Yeah,
man.
well, Switzerland's always been like I was saying before, Mexico. It's like you can like smoke it and like sell it. Like there's a lot of like.
Let me see.
Other than the cartel. Other than the cartel existing.
Let me look real quick.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully this isn't fucking up my recording.
There's another, if you want to.
Oh no, it's cool.
You can always do that, man.
She's good.
She's good, bye.
Recreational marijuana proposal for residents only. Yep, okay, so recreational cannabis in Luxembourg. First EU country. I don't know why I didn't put rec on there. Where is it? Country in the EU to legalize. Yeah, Czech Republic, Portugal, and Netherlands, they either all tolerate or they have decriminalized, but it's not legalized. That being said, the Luxembourg government is saying for residents only. So that then cuts out any of your fucking tourism revenue that you would be getting from legalization. Yeah. Nebraska to add medical cannabis to their ballot in the new year. New Zealand's also working on a binding referendum to legalize in 2020 with their new election. So if people don't vote against it, we're fucking good. New Zealand would be dope.
You don't know Australia's status, do you? Because
After Dan's Law, who was somebody who I believe he had colon cancer back in 2012.
Something like that.
He was a big, he got colon cancer, whatever, it might have been prostate cancer. He's been treating it with CBD. And he became an advocate, activist for Australian medical cannabis. I think he died in... I want to say 2016.
Okay.
And that's when they introduced their medical
Okay.
grow.
So there's still
medical production, medicinal cannabis regulations. I can't find this shit. I don't know when I did my Dominican Republic podcast, but that would be when it was on here. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, but so Australia still doesn't have a recreational
No
side
rec.
at all.
No, not yet. Not yet. No, I don't know where that went. Fuck it. Australia has medical, and that's the first step. England, they just got their medical.
You just said that, yeah.
So, 2019 is going to be a big year. It's another 12 months for people to fucking get their shit together. Who would you expect? Obviously Mexico, they got it together.
Oh, that's crazy.
States?
Yeah.
Fully? Just
Well, you know what? I see a lot of South American countries because of Uruguay and stuff, right? Because Uruguay was the first country in the world, right? Before Canada, right? So you could see the domino effect, right? Might happen, right?
Is there a commercial viable market in Uruguay for cannabis?
What do you mean? As in what? They can
Are
grow
people
it there?
going to buy it?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean?
Or would it be more
are they
of a-
exporters? Do you know this? Or
They're decriminalized right now?
I thought they were selling cannabis.
I didn't know
I
that.
think we looked this up before too.
Yeah?
It came to the government wasn't selling it, but yeah, there's so much gray.
They've been
area.
doing it from a non-government level, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we looked up. I'm not sure, but yeah. But they still were the first, country to legalize it or whatever that fucking means.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know. That's kind of focused more on the States. I try and stick to
the neighbor.
Canada.
Yeah, the neighbor. Yeah.
Okay. If this is fucking still going good, we're gonna go back into here and get into our slideshow of our trip so far. Booyah! Okay. So this is us fucking heading on out from Toronto. Nice shot.
What a postcard! I'll send that back to Ma.
And that's just the sun rising, I think, coming over the clouds. And that's us in the back of the fucking plane. You saw Buddy.
Yo, fuck. On the Cabot Tower there.
That's what it was, up at Signal Hill yesterday. That was cool. The wind was fucking blowing. She was freezing. Yeah. But again, once we got down under the hill, we had a nice walk through Water Street. I'm sure I have a shitload more pictures of this. But yeah, did you guys name?
I didn't, which is
cool.
ridiculous.
It doesn't matter. What was the flight? 2.5 hours, right? Give or take. Yeah. So it wasn't too bad. Wasn't the best.
You know, you got the two big guys squished in the middle.
There's the plane. Yeah. Real cool. And just a cloud wall, middle of the fucking flight.
Well, you're just above the clouds, It's
I just like the little ripple here.
I'm like, yo, it's going to be sunny in St. John's when we land, eh?
Nah.
As soon as we land. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We got to go through the clouds.
So they did have a little bit of a dusting before we got there. That's coming in. I'm not exactly sure where. So we're just flying in. Can I zoom in on that? You should be able to see... Yeah, St. John's.
St. John's, right.
Is this recording? I just want to make sure. Yep, we're good. So that was just a quick shot that I got there. We flew in, then we went right from the airport to Quiddy Viddy, the old brewery. It's a good thing we got this shot when we did, because that's probably the only time you're going to see the roofs without snow on them.
Fuck yeah.
There's a nice. That actually worked out really well. There's can I zoom in on this? No.
Get the wedding, Craig.
Somebody was having a wedding down or whatever the fuck this is, but I was trying to get the
crab pots.
No.
What is is that called? The fucking
manger scene.
nativity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The nativity scene was set up on somebody's little fish shanty. It was pretty funny.
Man, nice.
So these, what did the guy say? They're just for salting fish, hanging the fish, cleaning the fish, and
just
storing your boat for the
Look
night.
at that, though.
Yeah. Couple ducks.
Come
The
on,
guy
boys.
was saying at the bar, what was it, like 2 minutes in there and you're fucking dead?
Yeah.
In that water?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
that's
and it's
crazy.
done. Yeah.
First brew of the trip, the old iceberg lager, like you were talking about earlier. A little bit of the
20,000
H2O content is from melted icebergs.
Yeah, that's
Could be the whole
20,000.
thing, but I doubt it. This is just
Nice.
the bar taps at Quiddy Vitty, and then the what would you call it? The brews that they had on
The
currently.
menu.
Yeah,
The
the menu.
Yeah.
Funny thing in Newfoundland, you don't have to sell food at your fucking
True.
or your alcohol establishments. The bartender that was taking care of us was saying, like, he's traveled around Canada a good bit, and he's like, as soon as I got out of Newfoundland, right? Or was it just Ontario?
I believe it was just. I thought he was saying Newfoundland was like one of the places. I can't remember.
Either
actually.
way,
No, I
he's
can't,
like,
yeah.
whenever it got out of Newfoundland and experienced that, he's like, this is fucking weird. And we got into how it's more of the government babysitting you, making sure you got something in your tum-tum while you're drinking. It's like, you should be able to know when you've had enough and go home, right?
But we're dumb fucking. Yeah.
He was saying, like, we're pretty lenient on it as is, but when you're falling asleep at the bar, we'll obviously call you a cab and send you on your way or something, but it's not an issue of, like, calling the police or making sure that, you're, locked up for the night, nothing like that. Whereas back home, it'd be like, if you fall asleep, they call the cops on you. Instantly. Instantly. And maybe rightfully so, because they don't want to deal with fucking drunks, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are supplying that state of mind to them. But at the same time, you're a responsible adult. You should know when you're going to fall asleep at the bar and it's time to go home. So there's arguments on all sides of the fucking thing. And, it's just a different perspective here when what are you looking at?
Where is that
Zoom in on that
banana
shit.
fucking cotton candy fucking shit? Up? Oh yeah, no, cotton candy. It was the fucking bubblegum and banana. Remember you was telling us about that?
Where's she at?
On the right hand side.
Yeah.
And you see where it like
Color.
Okay, so not too above the cappuccino stout, Craig.
Wiesenhammer.
Yeah, but look to the right, the banana and bubblegum, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember he was telling us like the brewmaster used some kind of yeast?
Well, it's just the yeast, and when they take it out, ferment it at the right time,
But dude,
it
to
tastes
get
like banana and bubblegum.
what the fuck?
It's
very cool, man. Yeah, no, I wish I grabbed one. Like that's.
well, we can go back before
Yeah,
the
or
fucking.
whatever. Yeah.
We're still here for a couple of days, bye.
Fuck yeah, boy.
So we met our
fuck
boy
yes.
Joe, who
Boy
turned
Joe.
into our own personal tour guide for the trip and savior as we went on the trip. Because let's move on here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
So
see some
here,
pictures about
what? That was a pre-introduction to Joe. Because what I'm really taking a picture of here is
Joe.
No.
Kidding.
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Joe!
the fucking
Joe and
Tweed
Tweed.
store.
Yeah.
Also, let's take a note of the
Damn.
fucking snowflakes while
Look
we're
at
going into the fucking dispensary.
Great picture.
Thank you,
Like if you
thank
just
you.
zoom in on that,
Take a
like
picture
fuck
of that.
Joe. Like get Joe out of the fucking picture and just. No.
It's no iPhone, but she works. So this is just got dropped off from Joe the first time we met Joe at the Tweed store. And we
Shit.
figured, you know what? We're here. Let's get a good start on things. Oh, it's got a video. Beautiful. Oh, Craig, you're fucking up, bud.
Sight.
How do I full screen this
It's
bitch?
New Year's Eve, you fuck.
You ain't fucked up. Something's wrong with you.
There you go. We're just waiting.
You want one?
Yeah, grab me too. And we're just gonna pause this for 10 seconds, folks. Oh, didn't want to pause. Wow, that's super weird. Okay, get to look at me here for a second with my first legal purchase of cannabis.
Ugly bastard.
Actually, no, it's not my first legal purchase. My first legal recreational purpose. Thank you very much. Oh, we're skipping ahead here. Oh my. Oh my.
She's
Okay.
on a slideshow.
We're moving back. Good thing I can.
Look at that.
find
That's
that.
a
Okay,
fucking
so here's a
banana.
video. This is our first little. I took a quick shot around Tweed. So that's a Magic Butter Maker for $2.69. Oh shit! You know what? I didn't fucking.
How do we get out of this bitch?
We gotta start over.
Yeah.
Pause that. I didn't. Oh, I did initiate that, my drunk ass. Ah, hilarious. You hear the panic in my voice, people. Fucking funny. Alright, I'm just gonna let that play through.
Magic butter machine, right?
Oh, that's funny.
What else?
I
What
love
else there?
moments like that. Hats on hats, shirts. My phone fucked up for a second. Talk about that in a minute.
Look at how clean it
One
looks
ray.
though, eh? I'm sorry, I enjoy the
That's
white
what MFJ
brick.
looks
Like,
like,
it's just
too, though.
clean as fuck, man. Nice place, man.
And that's it, folks. That's all you get. And repeat.
Real nice place, yeah.
How do I go forward?
So, we didn't figure out if those jars were small jars or not. Because you
I
remember
didn't
seeing...
because I couldn't get them open.
Me neither, but I tried
No.
with one hand. I already
And
told you that.
they looked like the container that you got, so I'm thinking they weren't.
They weren't.
Yeah.
So what was the purpose of those lying out there?
I think it was to show that they were in stock.
Okay.
Because a lot of the stuff, they didn't have the boxes there.
Yeah.
So I think it might have been like, we have this stuff sometimes. So I had picked up, I don't know where it went. I think I ground some up and now it's gone. It was the Live. Is it Live or Leave?
It could be leave. I call it live. I'm an
L-I-I-V.
idiot, so
But it's,
wouldn't go
it's
with that.
the CanTrust. It's one of CanTrust's recreational brands. After inspecting the label,
Yeah.
start room temperature, keep out of reach of children. Do not drive or operate machinery after using cannabis. More than 4,000 Canadians were injured and 75 died after driving using cannabis. Circa 2012. Bullshit. So that was Leave Cannabis, L-I-I-V, CanTrust recreational brand, and I picked up the Kinky Kush. I believe I already got up and showed this to the camera, 27% indica, and I really do feel like a fucking spectral difference when I smoke like a good number of bowls of that, especially in the morning, pre-shower, go in the shower, hot as fuck, and I really get lost in my head.
You were saying.
Both days I've had like nice 10-15 minute showers because it's just like baked out of my skull and I'm just like enjoying the heat and shit. And back when I started smoking weed, that's what it was all about. I talked about an hour ago now probably, when you would come home, high school smoke, that's what I was saying, you didn't smoke in high school, but you get off the bus, blitzed out of your skull, and it's just nice to lie down on the couch and pass out for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Your parents have no idea what's going on.
Big old nap.
Yeah, have a fucking busy day today or something? It's like, yeah, fuck go make me dinner. The good old life. The good old life, right? Well, that was their decision, right?
Yeah, but now you're out on your own, so you're good to go.
Fucking right, I can do it all
That's
my
it, man.
Moving right along, so there's Tweed, nice little shot. So,
Sweet, man.
like you were saying, there's your boxes, but this is where those boxes will be here.
We didn't stick around long enough, eh? Like.
Well, I want to go back and get a couple of those terpene profile things.
Oh, sure. No, we can go back. Not even a doubt.
This
right?
is us at the Ship Pub. This is our first kind
Nice
of
fucking shot.
Thank
man.
you, spoon. Yeah.
Right on the spoon, eh? Feed me all the alcohol behind the bars, yeah.
Oh, it's all the only shot I got from the pub. So what do we get there? The fucking cod chowder.
I got the chowder shot
Pretty
too.
good.
I'll have to send you that.
Oh yeah, I got one too. I just didn't put it
well,
on
where the
podcast
fuck is
for
it,
some
huh?
reason. I don't know, man. Probably because I didn't eat it all. Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Well, I hadn't fucking had my weed for the day yet, so I really didn't have the appetite. So yeah, I've talked about it before, and I'll talk about it again.
100%
Long-term fucking use.
100% true.
If you create the relationship of food and weed on the regular.
100%.
Like I usually don't eat until noon, so I've definitely had bowls by noon on the daily. So by the time I eat, I'm already good and baked. I already have the fucking THC and whatever else running through me. That's when the appetite kicks in. Without it, I ordered the lovely fucking bowl of clam chowder. Had half a piece of toast.
Couldn't even.
And maybe half the bowl. It was tasty enough.
I had a beer too,
But yeah, I had a beer. Don't get me
but-
wrong. It was tasty enough, but it's like it still doesn't trigger the right parts of you as to when you're high.
Yeah.
If I was high, I probably could have had 2 of those. You know what I mean?
I could have ate 4. Yeah.
Right? Because it was good, but it's just, again, it's not triggering the same receptors as it would, or not as much as it would when you're fucking baked.
Cannabis makes food taste better.
And
it's
then you
not
get-
even a question.
you get
That's
used
not
to that,
like you don't
right?
need science. I think that's.
I mean, it is science.
It is science, but you
but-
don't need science.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
but it is like that habit forming thing that people talk about. I'll be the first to fucking admit it. You know, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Nothing's
That's
all,
it though.
Nothing
There's
is
pros and
100% good.
Exactly. Fuck.
Nothing is good.
Exactly.
Like, all good.
Fuck me, man.
Right? It's all about what you want to put your energy, time, love, passion into.
Love is not 100. Exactly.
All of it, whether it be people, weed,
whatever it is.
booze,
Yeah, whatever it is.
games,
Exactly. Yeah. Passion.
Music,
Exactly
we've
what
seen
you
with
said,
some
man.
of our friends, it all comes down to like what you want to spend your time on. I was talking to
Pros
the
and
cabbie.
cons to everything.
Time is a fucking currency, right? You pay it and you get things back with it. That's all it is.
Sure.
The podcast is a fucking perfect example of that. This is a podcast. I didn't even say. This is podcast 19, ladies and gentlemen. We're one short from the big 2-0.
Hang on, 19.
Yeah.
For what years? Come on up, motherfucker.
Oh shit! I never thought about that.
Well, there you go. Took this fucking mother.
That's too funny. Okay, moving on with this. Actually, I'm just gonna check, make sure we're still recording because I get nervous.
You almost have to, eh? This is just,
Moving right along.
Oh.
All right.
No, that.
Where do we start with
this is not when we were here.
Yeah, bro.
Wow, what a picture, man. That fucking camera on that phone, dude. Eh? The new Motorola. Hello, Moto.
How
Jesus.
do I full screen you?
Jesus.
Can I seriously not? Yeah,
Wow,
it's
look
not
at
too
the
shabby.
fucking,
Yeah,
look at the
color of
white
the
caps,
water.
man.
Like,
Jesus. That's a filter, though.
I meant
That's a filter.
it's not. No, I didn't.
Come on, look at the wood.
No,
That's
no, it's
beautiful.
filter.
That's fine.
That's open camera, son.
That's awesome.
What was I talking about? We were talking about Mexico, and like I was gonna get into like I don't want to push
Cruise
it.
ship?
I don't want to push it any further. As far as like I've traveled on my own, talking about traveling to like Mexico and further, because I was stupid enough to, like I said,
This guy.
I went down on these fucking rocks like a jackass.
Yeah,
like,
wow,
I was right down there, man.
At least you can call your own fucking bluff, right, man? Like,
yeah, I'll never do
dude,
that shit again.
that's what I mean. That you live and learn, though. Most people be like,
Guess what, bro? I went down there and you didn't.
I think
piece
about
of
it on
shit.
the regular.
You're just
and
like, I'm a
it
jackass.
scares the shit out of
Good.
me. Because if the water picked up by like
You
I don't know, a
fucking
little bit more, it just
yeah,
grabbed
fucking
me.
dead, bye.
If I
You fucking
slipped
did,
wrong,
What about that story about that Joe was telling us, the taxi driver Joe was talking about?
yeah, 2 days before I was there, a lady died.
Slipped.
She slipped
Just
in.
slipped because
Yeah.
you got too close.
Yep, she got too far in.
She went down 100 feet, hit some rocks, went down
You
50 more
smack your
feet
head,
to the
you're not
fucking
gonna
water.
be like you can't fight the water anyways.
You were
'cause
dead.
As you're lapping up against the rocks, it's grabbing, pulling you back in. It's just like, whew, you feel the power of that big fucking Atlantic Ocean. I tell you. So what's going on here? We're in the bunkers.
What are you doing, Craig? Are you dancing? Are you putting on a fucking jig here?
I don't have a fucking coat like that.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, so I'm putting on the jig. Sweet.
So this is when the fucking blizzard's picking up. We're up at Cape Spear, checking out the towers. It's getting rough. There's okay, you can't even see the water.
No.
But there's the old gun that you go to see. Oh, there's the chowder.
There's a challenge. That's
nice
a
warm
horrible
fucking-
timeline. Yeah.
I think that's because when we were up on Cape Spear,
Yeah.
our phones died, right?
Yeah, that's what happened.
It got so fucking cold from us. Here, let me take this off.
We both
for a
had
second.
around, what, 50%? I was around like 60, I think.
My phone was still at least 30%, but it got so cold so fast because of the wind from doing this, holding up against the wind, that both the phones shut down, like at the same time. Then we got into the bunker. Nothing happened because there was no service under the concrete. So then back to the chowder. We just headed for the, I guess, the service station where the washrooms, etc. are. And luckily had cell phone coverage. Luckily took Joe's fucking business card before we got out of the cab. And I called him. He picked up. And we're like, hey, we're up at Signal Hill. Can we get a cab?
Cape Spear.
Cape Spear, right. He's
Which
like,
is way farther
Cape
away.
Spear. Yeah, it was a $40 cab ride.
Yeah.
Cape Spear.
You
Oh, are these the
stupid.
boys that I just dropped off there not too long ago? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be there in about 15, 20 minutes, bud. Just hang on.
Fucking awesome,
And
man.
it is the relationships you kind of make on the trip, just talking to people.
Exactly.
That goes a long way. Obviously, he knows we're gonna tip him well and shit, and he
I
knows we're here for the whole week, so we're gonna call him again.
I will call.
And
Joe
it's just
again.
an investment. The one lucky fucking thing we did, even though it was a good suggestion from Joe.
But yo, as soon as he said it, I'm like, no, Joe, I just want to go to Signal Hill, bro. Don't take me to these other stupid places.
No.
And then as soon
I'm
as
talking about Petty Cove on
Oh,
the
I thought
way
you were gonna-
back because
So you're gonna talk about the battery there.
We'll get there. That's
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
day. On the way back from Signal,
True.
from Cape
Cape
Spear.
Spear.
Petty Cove is kind of on the way. It's about a 10-minute detour, you were saying. But we wanted to check out Chaffee's Landing. I'm going to turn this back on since we paused here. Chaffee's Landing is where Anthony Bourdain was. It's where I was in the summer. I got the cheap mussels,
Cheap
and the
mussels.
moose burger and shit like
Moose
that.
burger, fuck.
But luckily, this guy had the fucking smarts to look it up last night, and it turns out they're doing construction from like last weekend up
Renovations,
until
yeah.
the end of January,
End of January.
or something. Or,
Fuck.
so not gonna get my mussels. Colton's not gonna get his moose
No.
burger. There
But-
is other stuff in town. We're gonna get into that down the road. But
Well, you look at the money we saved on that too. Though. That's what I'm looking. There's a pro to that. It's $60 to spend on something else, man.
so as I was
Right.
saying, I nearly dove in on those clones after all, but because we weren't
Ship
gonna spend the $40 each on the cab ride. It was $40 there, $40 back, ladies and gentlemen. Not $40 all
with
in
tip,
all.
yeah, with tip.
With tip,
With
sure,
tip,
okay,
yeah.
whatever. So I was really considering getting one of these Newfoundland clones, even co-clones, ordered to the Airbnb before we left, and then I would hit the post office back on Water Street and mail it home. However, I don't want to roll the dice thinking that it might not show up before we check out on the 3rd.
No.
Clones are coming to Ontario, folks.
Can't
It's
wait.
just a matter of time.
Get some real genetics, boy. Right?
Well, that's what it's
Fuck
about.
the seeds. We already talked about this.
Yeah,
right?
it's more.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's more viable, and seeds are still a gamble. Even if you buy feminized seeds, you still don't know what you're getting until you grow the plant for at
Good
least
herms.
3 weeks to a month. Well, herms,
It
like
can happen though. I've had it happen. With
it
feminized
happened
seeds,
to
so
me
fuck
last
you, like,
season, cause fucking I moved them around too much. I guess I had.
it could be light. It could be weather.
All
There's
of
so
it,
many
all of it.
variables. Like,
But
it's
yeah, one of my
crazy, like-
feminized seeded clones. So it was a feminized seed that I grew up and cut a bunch of clones from, turned hermaphrodite,
How?
and
Yeah.
pregnated a bunch of my other girls. So I had a shitload of seeds. Like I said, you ever need that bug out bag? I got some fucking Blue Dream, I guess, fertilized seeds, hermaphrodite fertilized seeds now. So when the zombie apocalypse, nuclear fallout war comes, I've got the fucking weed seeds.
Craig's got them. Don't go to anybody else.
No, you're not getting them. They're mine.
Yeah, they're mine. They're mine. Don't
I'll kill over them.
I'll kill over those things.
You heard it here first.
You heard first.
Um,
And then the NL.
Okay, moving back to our slideshow.
Yeah, that chowder just threw me off course there. It's like Cape Spear chowder.
Chowder. Cape Spear? Chowder. Cape Spear.
Look
Okay,
at-
so the
look at
whales, look at the
this.
water,
Yeah.
the snow's starting to fall. I do think I have a video coming up. I'll be pissed if it's not here, actually.
Fuck.
That's a
man.
nice shot, eh?
Nice shot. The camera, man.
It's not bad. Motorola.
Oh, look at the red. Like, yeah. Look at the
I love the blue and the water.
color it's picking up.
Look at the fog, too. Same fog
Oof.
that I saw fucking last
Fuck, you like to
time.
be out in a rowboat, and that boy.
No.
No.
How do I zoom out of this bitch? Yeah, it's just getting covered. Ah, I thought I had a video. That's really frustrating.
Just coming back from Cape Spear, right?
Yes, after we got Joe to come pick us up. Thank Jesus.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, see, it's all out of order.
That's
'Cause
okay, that's okay,
again, it
whatever.
was 2 different phones, so it's trying to like
Yeah, it's
figure
not
its shit out.
chronologic,
So I might have my video
yeah.
here.
Damn.
So that is almost the same shot that I got in the summer without all the snow, etc. And there's yours truly getting his first toke of the trip in. And I'm just gonna zoom that
It
out
ain't
a
that
little
cold
bit.
out. It ain't that cold
There's
out, baby.
Cape
Yeah.
Spear, and I'm doing drugs.
Nice to see. Yeah, that's real.
Cape Spear. Oh, I thought I had a video. So there's what we came home to for the first night.
Snow and just
Ah, it's all out of order. So this is our place, Airbnb. That's the front door.
Also taking pictures just for reconciliation after the trip, right? That was a smart move by you, right? You take them so that it's like we did not leave this place in a mess, right? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that was a good idea. Sorry.
Sure, but I mean those pictures were taken at the start of my trip.
That's what I'm saying, right? You take a picture at the start to
show what it's like,
when you get in there, and then show what it's like.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that.
Sorry, man.
So this is our CANCAST Smokers Lounge outside in the cold right now. We respect our Airbnb hosts here at CANCAST Studios, and we roll our joints and pack our bowls inside and take them out. Yeah. It's not that bad. We're covered by all the snow, multiple angles. And that's just somebody's backyard. There's a nice doggo that comes and visits us now and again out there. And I think it's mostly Airbnbs around us because I haven't seen any movement from this house.
Me neither.
I think there might be somebody living down here, that person there. Yeah. But I think up here is all rented out.
Yeah.
Our place is a little funny too because it seems like the upstairs for our house has become attached to our neighbor's building.
Okay.
So their front door will reach all the way up and over our house. Or these guys, either or.
I think it's them, and it just goes up, then to the top.
Well, I was...
Or did you what?
Oh, no, you're right. I'm all
turned
around. I'm all turned around for some reason.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. So that's the kitchen, no big deal there. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, got my new toy.
Damn.
And like I said, glass is allowed on the airplanes. People were talking about bringing glass goblets and ornaments and crystal vases and stuff back over Carere, and it wasn't an issue. Cannabis, just for everyone's reminder, is legal in Canada now, so this really should not be an issue, especially after a thorough cleaning. That red-eye glass, ladies and gentlemen, it's a fucking thing of beauty. That color changing, reacting with the smoke. What the fuck is that about? There's some science there that we don't know about.
I have a pipe by red glass, and I've smoked it for a bit, and it's changed to a completely different fucking bluish. It's got way more bluish than yellowish, right? But so when we were at the shop there, right?
Which shop was that? Mary Jane's?
Yeah, Mary Jane's where you got this, right? When we were there, so the whole thing was, how much was the cheapest piece we could buy? You remember?
Right, it was $40 for the rubber grommeted bong, a plastic bong.
What?
Yeah, and this red-eye glass with the glass on glass and the bowl and everything. It was funny because it was sitting on the counter already as if he was trying to push it out the door, which is fine because it's a nice piece and people need to see it. Bowl was missing and he just immediately noticed and he's like, these little fucking cocksuckers that come in here high school lunch and stuff to check me out, and then I'll turn my back for a second and they'll walk out with my bowls because the bowl was gone in the bottom, right? So he just put a fresh one in. It's well, that's a fresh bowl.
Yeah.
And then I asked him okay, what's the next fucking thing? What's the next thing down that we're looking at? Anything smaller? He's like, this is probably about the smallest. If you want cheaper, we're going plastic with the rubber grommets. And it's beforehand, I had said, kind of thinking about getting a piece, something to bring back.
Sure.
Something cool. Not an everyday bong, maybe, or not an everybody bong, because, I don't want my Newfoundland bong breaking. But it'd be nice to bring something like that back that I am going to use on the regular. So I've got the red-eye glass, and I will fucking argue with airport security if it becomes an issue.
Oh, yeah.
It won't be.
Get a supervisor.
We went from Toronto, and we were fine with weed. We're going from Newf.
You didn't have to take that case of cannabis out of your fucking bag.
Grinder, too.
That's fucked up.
Dude,
that's
grinders?
so fucked up.
What's that going to look like under an x-ray?
Could that not have, Coke in it? Just imagine you grinding Coke.
Yes.
Yeah, and they didn't even touch it.
Yes,
I just don't understand that. That's so weird.
But my whole thing is the grinder, you can't see through on an x-ray. So it looks like a fucking...
Yeah, regardless if they couldn't see through it or not. It's what are the chemicals
they
on it?
need to see through everything, right? Yeah. To see what's in it.
No, I know, you're right, yeah.
They're focused on the computer.
Oh, I know. Of course it is. It obviously got to this greatness where they don't have to even pull the liquids out of your bag now,
so guess what I'm going to do,
Why wouldn't you? It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
I'll leave the computer in the bag.
Yeah, but just take it out.
Well, no, I'll put it in the bag so they flag that versus...
Oh, you want... Oh, so you're doing this thing where you want to... push the misdirection towards...
Well, I mean...
You think that's what got you through the first time?
That they focused on the computer, yeah. Because if they were bored and shit and saw, the little container... I had this container full of my homegrown...
If they're bored, yeah. If they're bored, fuck yeah.
And you just flip this back over. Oh, it was 5 a.m, too. They were doing their job with the computer. But originally...
so true. Yeah.
Originally...
It's 5.
Side pocket, so not even in the inside of my bag, side pocket, I had this container which they could see through on the x-ray machine and see the flower inside it. on top of that was my steel grinder, which they would not be able to see through. So it would look like weed with some metal fucking white box on top of it. So it could look, like you said, coke or other drugs.
It could have been anything.
So that's what I was fully prepared for when they had my bag like on the other side. So like I was ready to pull out like my tweed card and everything. And like,
your medicinal card.
Yeah. I was ready for it. Wasn't freaking out. I was just like, this is what we're doing. It's legal. We're just gonna have to talk to somebody. Might have to go somewhere and show them my card and all this shit. And it's like, this is what we're doing. And it didn't come to that. She wanted to see my computer.
She wanted to see your computer, your fucking laptop,
my shitty little busted thank you roommate travel computer.
Hold up. No. We're in Newfoundland. We're not fucking none of that shit, man. Did I say Newfoundland? Yeah, not Newfoundland, right? Newfoundland. I got it right.
Moving right along. Koelton ain't got no bladder.
Nope. Getting old, guy.
Alright, so there's the kitchen. There's my new bong. The same store, Mary Jane's Smoke Shop. It was $60 for the bong, $30 for the shirt, but the guy's like, alright, since you just threw me $60, I will take $10 off the shirt. So my nice East Coast stoner shirt. As professional as I do want to be down the line, I just completed my portfolio for Niagara College's commercial cannabis production graduate program. Wish me luck there, folks. As professional as I am planning on working down the line, you still have to have humor in the fucking job that you're in. And I love the East Coast and the fact that they have such a thriving fucking cannabis culture. I don't know, makes me proud to hopefully live here one day. Moving right along from this sappy shit, Koelton's coming out of the washroom. So this is the Live CANCAST flower that I had got from Tweed. This is the 27% indica, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm definitely going to try and pick some more up before I head home. It'll be my little Newfoundland stash that you save for a rainy day. Shit, I need to catch up. You save for a rainy day, and it's really something very cerebral and different than what I'm used to. I used to think that fucking weed just wasn't working for me for a while, but it's more of the toxicology regarding smoking the same fucking plant over and over again. And once you change things up, every flower is a little bit different. So something with 28%, 27% THC. Was it, did it have any CBD content? No, it's under 1% CBD content. You got the tweed shit here, the Bodie McBoatface. We'll get into that.
We can talk about that, yeah. Let's talk about that. Well, no, we're going to get into it. Or what
I was just saying, like, with 27% THC, like I was saying on the last podcast with you, that definitely pushes other cannabinoids out of the mix, right? But it seems like THC really is the main thing that gets you fucking high.
Obviously. Like
not high,
no.
not like
No,
inebriated in the sense,
yes.
but like it makes
No, it
my
does.
brain kind of talk to itself. Do you know what I mean? As crazy that might sound, like
sounds crazy.
You bounce a lot of ideas off yourself and shit when you're that fucking high. And like it's a lot of like meditation,
introspective shit, man. Like it's you think about a lot of things that happen. Like either like either in the past or the future. There's a lot of fucking
Go back
shit.
to the Church of Joe again. Terrence McKenna would say like he would do cannabis rarely, but in huge doses. So he'd go a really long time without doing it, and then do as much as he possibly can. And then the introspection and the meditation and all that was really like
nice buds.
crazy.
Nice
Yeah,
buds.
they're not bad, right?
No, nice buds, man. For that was the 27% or
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, that's decent. The trim job's really nice, like I said, and yeah, I don't know. It's all about those high percentiles for the fucking titanoids like myself. Not too
hang on though. I think there's some other things there though, right?
Like I was talking about the cannabinoids and shit, or
yeah. Like I think
terpenes.
No, terpenes are flavor. I don't know if they have an effect. They obviously have an effect. What am I talking about? Like essential oils would on your brain, but I'm talking like if you get something like that with like mixed with a CBD or something, like a high CBD, how is that going to affect you just in comparison to just that THC? You know
Well, see, then again, it's still if you have a 27% THC and then a 13-14% CBD, that's gonna force other shit out. So that might make it a worse smoke, a better smoke. Like this is the research.
Probably a better smoke.
This is the research that needs funding, right?
Sure.
Well, maybe not better smoke because it's not gonna push out like your nutrients and stuff that might still need to be flushed. It's gonna push out like. We're talking genetic level, so it's already predisposed. Thank you. Predisposed in seed form. You just grow it out to whatever it's supposed to be, right? That's where clones come in, like we were saying.
Okay.
But like genetically, there's 100% of the pie. If 27% of it's THC, there has to be some kind of ratio where like, all right, we need to spend so much growth potential on our cannabinoids, so THC, CBD, CBG, CBD, CBDA, CB, all that fucking shit, right?
Yeah.
And then also on plant structure, on like making sure we stay alive for our growth. So there's all this other shit that like there's only so much energy to throw at your cannabinoid percentages, right? So having a high THC, high CBD strain, that's fucking awesome. But as research comes out with the other fucking cannabinoids, all of a sudden maybe you don't want as high as THC and high CBD. You're gonna want a CBG, THCB, or something.
Sure. Oh, I know. We know nothing about it. It's extremely untapped.
New.
Yeah. It's
This is what gives me a brain boner.
Yeah.
Just all the fucking potential, man.
It's so true though. Like, and it's I'm glad you're like seeking that out, right? Like that's a lot of people that are just stuck in.
And again, take a step back from all this scientific bullshit and look at the textile and like possibilities hemp.
Oh, I know. We were talking about that. Yeah. It's insane. No, it's insane. It is insane.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I've said it on the earlier podcast, it's just a fucking crazy time.
Buddy, it's the new gold rush in so many ways, right? Like,
it's
not just getting high, right?
Exactly.
Right? Like,
exactly. Alright, so that was the weed, and then this is what we were just kind of camping out to the first night. That was the snowfall, the blizzard, earlier on. We're going to get into that. Like I said, we were at Signal Hill, and it started coming down. And
Cape Spear started coming down.
So that was the first night.
That was the first
day. Did I go to Big R's first night?
You went to Big R's.
Yes.
Not this morning. Yesterday morning, right?
Last night. It was dinner.
Last night. Holy fuck, man.
It was first night.
See, we've done too much shit. I was
This is our
talking
third
about
night.
this. No, second night.
This is our third night.
Third night. I don't fucking know.
We flew in, Quiddy Viddy, and then did Cape Spear.
Cape Spear.
Blizzard.
And the ship. And Tweed. Right?
Blizzard. You crashed. I got food.
Yes, for dinner. Yes, you're 100% right. That was last night. Okay. Okay. No. So explain.
Last night we cabbed out with Joe, walked back.
You're absolutely right.
We did Chase.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey man, this is why we take pictures.
We've done so much shit. Yep. It feels like I've been here for 4 fucking days.
We've got the big shit out of the way, man.
5 days.
We got the big shit out of the way. Now we're just wandering.
I know, dude. I know.
We're just wandering the city now.
Fucking awesome, man.
So this is Big R's, one of Anthony Bourdain's spots. So our first night, rightfully so, we were both fucking pretty exhausted, but like, I can't sleep, man.
I had to.
It's not
I don't
a thing.
know how the fuck.
I had to come in, unpack all my shit,
Jesus,
and then smoke some weed, obviously, have a beer, whatever. And then, I was hungry. I didn't want to crash that early because I wanted to try and push. Because one thing about St. John's, it's not something you need to get up for early.
True.
But you want to stay up later to do the nightlife and stuff like that, especially on nights like tonight.
True.
So I've been trying to push the sleep schedule a little bit further.
You fucking old man.
Back. Well, like.
Nah, it's smart.
You know what it's like. You're up fucking early for work and shit.
Right? No, but I stay up till 1 still.
That's insane.
It is insane.
See, I don't know how you do that. You don't know how I smoke weed all day.
It's the health.
It's the trade-off.
It's the health, though, right?
Like
I'm telling you right now, it degrades your health like a motherfucker if you don't get sleep. If you don't get
sleep.
100%. Right? Like people disregard it though. They don't even think about it, right? And I still do it. It's just because I'm not getting enough time. That's what it is, right? I come home. I want my 5, 6, 7 hours of relaxation instead of like.
You feel like you do that, right?
You know.
But it's all about the give and take.
I hear you.
3 days off.
I can go to bed. I'm tired enough to go to bed at 10 o'clock, but do I go to bed at 10 o'clock? No, I don't, right? It's a thing to do with time versus
so you don't
health.
give in.
I don't give. I'm fucked up. I should give in
Immediately, if I feel a little creeping, if it's 7 o'clock, and I feel a little, hey, let's go to bed.
Oh sure.
Fuck yeah, let's go to bed.
No, and then you wake up a little easier. You know, not so out of it and fucking, you know. So.
Working at Tweed, right, and getting up at 4:30. That's what kind of did it.
Well, you know, that's a different schedule change though entirely. Getting up at 4:30, fuck man,
it's not good for you either.
You know
but I still got the 8 hours, bro.
Okay, but what time do you get off at? If
3:30.
Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah.
Chris, you guys are working
6 till 3.
So what is that? 10? No, 11.
8.
11. No,
8.
that's 11.
No.
8. Okay.
8. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. 9. 9, and then they.
9.
I don't think we get breaks or lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. It was hot as balls.
But then bed by like 7 or 8. Honestly. So
yeah,
the sun's going down. It's bedtime, folks.
That's just nature, though. That's what's gonna happen when you wake up at 4:30, man.
But getting up at dark is rough. You know. Yeah.
Well, I wake up at fucking in the winter, like just this past December. Unfucking real. You wake up, it's dark. You go to work, it's dark. Come home, it's fucking dark for like a month.
Yep.
You don't. That's next level depressing, man.
Seasonal affective
disorder. SAD, buddy. It's a real thing, man.
Real thing. All right,
that's
folks.
a real thing.
Getting back to the slideshow. All right, so that's a blizzard. That's Big R's, the fish and chip spot.
Cool.
So we'll have to hit their breakfast, I guess, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I want some pancakes.
Yeah. Well, they weren't open today. Thank
they
God
weren't
they
open
didn't
today.
get up for it.
Tim Hortons is right across the street. This is Big R's Fish Bites and Fries.
Man,
Their fries were on fire, though. Like I said, I think there's going to be a winner for the fries, a winner for the fish, and a winner for the extra shit. Because I'm a coleslaw guy, but I like the gravy too. Big R's gravy was lacking. It was watery.
Absolutely.
Cheese gravy was fucking dope. It was chicken gravy, I think. But they didn't have coleslaw twice in a row.
That's
so
no bueno.
Yeah, no submission to the competition, I guess, Chase. Sorry, guys.
And here we're gonna go with this. Leo's right now closed for 2 days straight. You motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Sunday,
Monday. That's our timing, and then we'll give them New Year's Day.
I know that's very true. No, we'll try it. We gotta try it.
They'll be there. They'll be there Wednesday.
Fuck yeah, brother.
And it was good. Don't get me wrong. Maybe they'll blow your fucking mind.
He's got a bad memory. That's all it is.
Yeah, right. So this is the Smokers Corner, CANCAST Smokers Corner after the blizzard. I think this was a morning shot. Damn. It was up fucking early. Yeah.
You can't even see the hills, so obviously it was a morning shot, right? Remember the snow was still.
Yep. Yeah. This is early morning. The fog's still in there. Oh, and then we started cabbing around with Joe again.
Fucking Joe.
We were gonna go to Signal Hill, where the Cabot Tower and stuff is, and he gave us a little tour around otherwise that we wouldn't have got.
Stopped in like 3 or 4 places.
Without Joe. So there's the fucking
big old freighter.
Yeah. And there's Terry Memorial.
So he dipped his feet, right?
Yeah, right.
Or sorry, his feet. He dipped his foot.
There's Joe.
He dipped his foot.
Ouch.
Right? And not ouch, but fuck you. It's true. He dipped his foot into the fucking.
Yeah, right there.
Into the fucking harbor, right there, right?
Yeah.
And there was an actual like picture of it and everything. It was fucking cool.
And these are the four sisters. So the guy put together Cabot Tower, had extra stuff, so he put them together for his 4 daughters.
For his 4 daughters. Fucking so cool, man. Wouldn't have got that from a normal taxi drive.
Right. And then he's taking us up to the old battery. So this pole, look at this pole, it gets a little closer.
Oh Jesus! Look at the rearview mirror. Oh God!
Look at that shot.
Yeah, that's wow. Send me that one by.
That's nice. Look at that shit.
Send me that one by.
So that's Amherst, Fort Amherst there.
Oh, that camera is fucking.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Especially in the car while he's driving. Fort Amherst again, just coming down the road.
15 maximum. He was like going fucking 50 just to make it up the hills and down the. Yeah.
So this is on our way back out of my stuff's a little out of order still. You'll see more pictures coming through the battery here, but this is coming out where you had to like.
Holy fuck! You fucking think these streets are fucking bad, boy?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Only a joke, man. Because he kept saying, "Oh, I might have to get out and push. I don't have the chains or anything on."
We don't have
right?
the spikes. Look at the fucking spikes.
So this
Look
is
at
the
that.
harbor.
Look at
That's
that.
that old church. We're gonna see an up close shot of that down the line.
The mural
coming out of the
battery.
Mural of the first families that settled over on the island here.
Man.
Look at those shots.
Wow.
Yeah, my phone's not bad. So
Jesus.
This is up there again at the battery. You'll see a cannon here in a second. There's Fort Amherst again in the distance. Signal Hill is
Right up there.
up past here. Oh, that is.
Can you even see it?
That is. We'll see the other side of
That's
that.
that building we
The
came
armory.
down to the cannons where the
armory,
cannons were at.
Yeah. We're a little bit out of order here, maybe. Signal Hill coming up to now. Yeah, that shot. A little chilly there, eh? That's what.
And what's off in the distance, Baird?
That's the
Cape Spears over
Cape
there,
Spear,
right?
Yeah, let me see.
The tip, yeah,
Yeah,
right there.
see.
Yeah, there's a
It's
lighthouse
too foggy.
somewhere.
Yeah, way too foggy. Yeah.
Wow.
there's Something to be said
Wow.
about it all covered in snow. You know what I mean? This
Well-
is the Pano, so that's Amherst down there coming into the harbor.
St. John's.
This is right up on the edge of Signal Hill. So the wall there, right?
Man.
There's the Koelton.
Yeah.
And there's Signal Hill.
Cabot Tower.
Nice shot.
Fuck yeah.
The clouds and everything, man.
Yep. Hit it at the right time because as soon as we came down.
That's a sweet shot, man. Ready?
Man, that
Fire!
fucking gun. Fire! Fire them fucking cannons.
Signal Hill Road. Yep, that's where we were. Good shot. Doggos. Signal Hill in the background.
Fuck yeah. Cabot Tower, you can see it there too, yeah.
That's a nice one. Was this people of St. John's? So we had people from France. I don't know what that is. The Atlantic Star, whatever that is.
Union Jack.
Yeah, Red Ensign, the United States.
Wow, that's how old this shit is, man.
Look at that, though, man.
Yeah, good shot. Right, the flags on flags, baby.
Now we
Ooh.
get into some fun shit here. This is down on Ducksworth.
I can't remember. It
I
attached.
think this
It
is
came
dark,
down
right?
onto Water Street.
Look at
Oh
this shit.
yeah.
What was that? $300 for the avocado, $330 for the avocado, $230 for the ice cream. Just some other cool shit.
Jesus.
I got some papers and stuff in here. Stopped in, just talked to, got suggestions about where else to grab weed from. We went to the Natural Vibe. Good timing.
Damn.
And cannabis sold here. This is the beautiful thing about Newfoundland, ladies and gentlemen. They do have the brick and mortar stores, like Koelton was saying, straight out of the gate instead of having to wait for April 2019. And these guys, they're actually a natural
Naturopath.
health store.
Yeah.
Health
just
store. So a lot of
They had
non-cannabis
mushroom tea.
related
Yeah,
topicals,
mushroom tea. There was
like
crazy
legal
shit, man.
mushrooms and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
why they get away with. I was very interested in this sign. I almost went back in, but this one pulled me in. We have cannabis, and I did buy some, and it was better than some of the stuff that I smoked from Tweed.
Yeah.
This is us on George Street, where we're heading
Fuck yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, folks. We're getting into it. You can catch some live music and shit like that. There's-
George Street, man, it was dead. What's the other crazy thing about George Street? The ATM.
Oh
I
yeah,
could
it's like
not
Vegas shit.
Oh fuck, is it like Vegas? Never been, but like when you have an ATM attached to every single building that like exists, wow.
Yeah, it might be cash only.
It might be cash only. That's what that means. Yeah.
Another shot. Signal Hill's up here.
Fuck yeah. Cabot Tower.
So this is us on Water Street. Fort Amherst is down behind.
And that's
here.
the Narrows right there, right?
Yeah, the Narrows. So he was saying some of the cruise ships that come into St. John's, you have to get like a week-long training specifically for entering St. John's Harbor because it's so narrow. Saying they dredged it how long ago, but it's still really narrow.
Yeah.
Dredged it to get the big ships in.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. We saw some of those ships. There's pictures.
And
of it.
there's that church again
Basilica.
that I'd mentioned,
Basilica,
Basilica. Joe was saying that there's a statue of Virgin Mary carved all out of marble inside there, and the security system's based around...
it's a glass case.
Yeah.
And if the glass case breaks, supposedly,
it lowers into the
drops.
ground. Yeah.
So nobody can steal it,
Right,
which is fucking
yeah.
crazy.
That's a decent
Basilica,
spot.
though, this is the classic thing, right? This is the classic thing you see on the horizon.
Came from the
of
Vatican,
St. John.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Statue.
the marble statue. Yeah.
The only one in the world. It's priceless.
Yeah. That's why you said the security system was so.
And obviously, people have tried to steal it in the past. My mom's hitting me up right now.
Yeah. Yo, and they were saying, he was saying, Joe was saying on the right hand side, there's that mass grave too.
That's right. Yeah, like 7,000 bodies or something.
Yeah, it's something just fucking astronomical.
Oh, happy note. This is just out front of the big R's here. So it's a real. I get the Scottish feels from stuff like this because I've been over there with my dad before, and it does. It's the really simple, like these posters were made specifically for this little fish eatery diner. You know what I mean? It's
almost branded as like a chain.
Like you said,
it looks so fucking.
Well, it's got the Pepsi colors and everything.
That's almost Dr. Susie though, eh?
That's
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
You see that a lot over there though too.
Do you?
So that was Big R's. This is Chase, where we got the fish last night.
Yeah, man.
Fish and chips, first fries. This is us stocking up for the evening.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Good beers.
Good beers, bye.
Some chips and just bread and just shit for the morning. Powerades. Outdoor cooler. That was Chase Fish and Chips. And a little bit of weed in the background. Some gravy. Fish and chips and gravy is a thing here, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it.
True.
It's fucking bomb.
True.
It really is.
Well, it's provided at every place you go to,
yeah.
right? Like it's...
this is the stuff that I picked up from the natural store, so I'm
Natural
just
vibes.
gonna check this out. The Island Pink Hybrid was 16.8% THC. That's done by Emerald Health Therapeutics. And then the container stuff I got was called Plain Packaging Sativa, and upon looking at the fucking labels, it's from Tweed Farms, which is why you'll see some nice brown, yellow leaves in there. It's a little bit too dry. It smells like hay.
Yeah.
And my homegrown, ladies and gentlemen, that I grew, I don't know, 10 feet lower than the rest of my house elevation. Smells a little better.
Smells a little better.
Just a little, but the fact that, millions of dollars went into that, and maybe $50 went into that.
There's like a plasticky smell with this.
Yeah.
Just smell it again.
Oh, no,
smell like
you're
some
right.
plastic. There's some kind of
Yeah,
ABS
weak.
gross.
I know what you're saying, because it's been sitting in the plastic for God knows how long. Anyways, and this is the end of our slideshow, ladies and gentlemen. Just me dosing up a little bit before our podcast this evening.
Look at that,
I
man.
think that's actually the end of the slideshow. Yeah, perfect. And now we're getting back to this. Hey-o. And we still rolling here, folks? Don't you fucking tell me otherwise. You know it. How long do you think we've been going for, Koelton?
2 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Is that good?
So we did Signal Hill, we got Cape Spear, we talked about Tweed, Natural Vibe, the Dab Hatchery. Mary Jane's is where I got that shirt and the bong. Told you the plants was a no-go because they just won't fucking ship in time. Another cool thing that I got from the Dab Hatchery, where's my weed at?
Oh yeah, that where's that?
The
man.
humidity pack.
Yeah. Very cool. Bova, but not a
For
Bova.
when you buy your over-dried LP weed. You get one of these.
Gonna happen.
From the Dab Hatchery for $1.50. It adds humidity back into your buds over time. I don't think we're going to see much action here because I'm going to smoke this shit pretty soon. But they also give you like a little indicator card. So that, I don't know if you can see, is a little pink, purple. When it turns blue, come on camera, it's my shaky hands. Sorry folks, this is the way it is on CANCAST. Just like this.
Yeah, heroin addict.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it. That's why I switched to cannabis. So one day at a time. Don't judge me.
I wrote really good albums before this. I wrote the best music that ever existed. But...
So those humidor packs are key for rejuvenating your dried out licensed producer fucking weed. Who else do we have? So the Kinky Kush was the 27% from Liv. I'm a huge fan of that, and I will be picking up more along the way.
Cool.
The same day that we went to Tweed, you had picked up the Bodie McBoatface. See, oh my god, this container feels so fucking nice.
I want you 100%. Just because I bought it, I want you to speak your mind 100% on it. I'm not going to be offended, right? Like, because I just picked it. So, right? Like,
okay.
Let them know. Tell me.
So,
tell them what it is. Like,
Bodie McBoatface. This is a classic, one of the first legitimate medical strains that came out of the fucking...
Oh, it is?
main market.
I didn't know that.
Well, it was like named through what was the boat, right?
Okay,
And now they're
okay.
trying to monopolize on that idea, like through. Yeah, that's a
Okay,
cool
yeah,
name.
yeah,
We're gonna get popular.
yeah, okay. The
Okay, this
alliteration.
shit smells like my old parents' basement. First of all, we'll start there.
Well, let's say, no, it's Old Halloween Mask. I gave it the name.
That's
I
what
gave it the
Koelton
name.
said. Now again, I'm gonna crisp up some
You
of
can
this here.
do whatever you
So
want.
it's super dry, like I said.
Obviously, but we were talking about LPs, right? We're doing this, right? LPs, we're doing
over
this.
dry their shit. I can speak from first-hand
Yes.
experience.
The smell is weird though. I don't know. I like the high because that's what I'm going for. The smell is a little odd though. Holy fuck! This is Craig's honest opinion. For real.
When you do that, it does release a little bit.
What, is there something else there?
of
Yeah, oh
flavor.
yeah.
No,
No,
No, it
no,
doesn't.
just garbage.
it just smells
I'm
like.
sorry, but like what it does for me, the way it
It's
gets,
a high CBD
Yeah,
strain, so our percentages are.
it's weird.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. No, just read after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do the French have to make things so fucking stupid?
And why are they
Can
first?
everybody just see this
Why are
for
they
a
first?
second? No. It's because I looked at it on the wrong
Okay,
angle.
that's fine.
There. So can you guys make sense of that? THC total 4,10%. CBD total 10,4%. Go fuck yourselves. Now we go back to the English side, the right side.
English.
Total THC 4.10%. Total CBD 10.4%. So that's what the
crazy.
French were trying to get at in a real backwards way. But what I'm getting at is this is a high CBD strain, which is Koelton's bread and butter. But
Well, now it is, but yeah.
smells like my old parents'
Yeah.
basement.
Well, that's tweed though.
So like
That's tweed
kind of
though.
moldy. It looks okay. Like it's green.
It's not, it can't be moldy. It can't be moldy. It's not moldy. Look, people. Look at this guy. Vaffanculo. Dio cane.
And beyond that, I'm just gonna say, the container looks
Yeah.
yay high. It's only full till about here. So they have a false bottom on the just waste of fucking packaging. You know what I'm saying?
But
It almost looks like this would come out.
let me
it's
say something
top
here
it.
though. Isn't that your favorite package to open out of all the packages that we've
The
seen?
square
today?
lid.
It's the favorite.
Square lid definitely
It's-
makes
it's-
things
it's-
easier.
Exactly. Just
However-
like a grinder. Yeah.
The product inside
Is shit.
ain't worth the dollars.
Other than the high, as I would say, but yes, the high is good for me. But yeah, I don't like the taste. The false bottom is ridiculous. It's tweed, so I can't trust it. If that's, you know, what did it say? Like this will kill you? Is that what it said on there? Or
No.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Smith Falls, baby.
So this was the plain packaged sativa out of the natural vibe that I got as well. Same kind of deal. You see some fucking brown leaves and shit. Not the greatest, but THC content is supposed to be, what was yours? 4%. This is supposed to be 15%.
1 to 2 though. That's what it is, right? Mine.
Not much smell. It's really dry as fuck. Needs another humidity pack, but I'm really focused on.
Are you
keeping
loving
this
them?
shit.
What is it? Live or live or what the fuck
I don't
is
know
it?
what it is,
I
but
gotta figure
like,
that out. But how about that island skunk shit though?
the camera's not. It's my shaky hand.
I know you shake. Okay, like just take a hit of that heroin, you'll be good, Craig. Jesus
There
fuck.
we go.
You're gonna learn soon.
This is a
Oh
27%
damn! Look at
from
that.
CANCAST. Almost looks like there's a seed there, but it's not.
Tons of red hairs, eh?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
and
it's
it packs them all
extremely-
up. So I will hopefully be getting more of that before our travel comes to an end. I think though our podcast is about to come to an end. Yeah, my homegrown smells better than that plain packaging shit, and obviously smells better than the Bodie McBoatface. No offense.
Yeah, man, that's like, I feel like I produced this, Craig, so I'm gonna take super offense to it. Like,
That's fine.
I just bought that shit. I bought it. That's it.
Buddy, this was awesome. Thank you very much.
Brother.
This is the third podcast you've been on with me. Cheers.
I wish I had beers, but...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you
Cheers.
go.
Thank you
Just
very
wait,
much.
Hang on 2 seconds there. Right there, bye.
To everybody else that's been on the podcast with me the last year and a half, thank you very much. To anybody that spent their time fucking listening to this shit, cheers to you. And better things to come in 2019,
The
ladies and
fucking
gentlemen.
new year, man.
I think this is pretty much it. I have not forgotten anything. Like I said earlier, wish me luck on the commercial cannabis at Niagara College. And talked about Mike Taylor. Rest in peace. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's it. Wish me luck on bringing my new bong home.
We'll see
And,
experiments, man. Stay tuned.
See y'all in 2019. Cheers. Thank you very much. Till next time. Hey-o.